Hey, Mark, I need you to make me one of these with Jobu on it.
Hold up. I've got to go back. I'm messing up all the way around. I am messing up all the way around.
Meanwhile, Cleveland has finally taken.
There we go. We got you guys back. Okay. All right. So we're starting all this over. Damn. My apologies. That's where YouTube, where shit just got real. And I didn't even realize what I did because I'm old and technology challenged. Philly, I owe you an apology. And if you need a new phone number, I'll pay for the cost. Okay. Zeppelin fan, you are back. So let me get back over here. Boom. And see where we are. Right now, we got Minnesota on the clock in the fourth round here.
Mark, I need a water bottle with Jobu on it. You can do it.
Yeah, discount mugs. Well, the only problem is I want a shot glass that says "Get your ass back to work." Okay, that
I'm
may
already working, Mark.
that may be the next one right there. Shout out to you,
I
Timothy.
need one to get off of work. I'm working. They're killing us at UPS.
I wouldn't realize either, Mark. I mean, I didn't even think. The whole thing. I didn't even think about it. Damn, that was messed up, Mark. That was really messed up. Almost as messed up as him taking my son's belt.
Okay,
How good is our last
Minnesota
pick?
is on the clock.
Minnesota, yes.
Minnesota got a lot of picks too. What, they had 12 picks?
Well, the Cardinals are after them, and then they've got another pick right there. Yeah, Minnesota has quite a lot.
Oh, damn.
Zeppelin fan wants to know how
in the draft.
Arizona's on the clock now. How good was our last pick? 4 interceptions, 4.4 speed.
That's like the chick.
It's a lot. Still a lot.
See.
Right now, you got to like everything that we've done so far. We've
went to
definitely
bed,
taken
I'm
care of
sipping
Cotton. We've definitely taken care of some needs. I mean, wide receivers wise, you got to look and say we've got some of the best wide receiving core in the NFL right now.
Us in Atlanta.
Potentially.
Us, Atlanta, and the Buccaneers.
Right.
You've filled in some holes between free agency and the draft thus far on the defense. You've gotten 2 cornerbacks. You've gotten a defensive lineman. And you got a playmaker on offense. So, I mean, what's not to like? Is there anything you guys don't like on this?
No, we just need a DN and a tight end. I'm good with everything else.
Right, there you go. No guarantee that any of them are going to be that great, this late in the round, but then again, you never know.
James Lynch
Yeah, they probably be practice squad guys, but you never
from
know.
Baylor.
Okay.
If Curtis Weaver stay around, we need to pick Curtis Weaver, defensive end, boys.
Arizona's on the clock.
We need a safety though.
We got safeties.
We got Haha and Xavier, but Haha's only around for 1 year.
Yeah.
We got Donovan Wilson.
How many picks we got remaining? Like
We
four?
got
Any good
Kevon
tackles out there?
Frazier.
Zeppelin fan wants to know.
3.
We got Kevon Frazier, Donovan Wilson.
Okay, now,
We have 3
here's
more
the thing.
picks.
On the shirt, some people have been asking about the shirt and stuff. This is, Randy has actually got this made, and he has a friend that actually makes these. So if you email me about the shirt, I will go ahead and pass the information on to you where you can try and find one of these. I almost think I need to put this on a Jobu shot glass.
You
Which
got to
one?
start answering your emails, Mark.
The Eagles
Say what?
back-to-back.
I said you got to start answering the emails. I didn't email you
well,
twice.
no. Well, here's what I do. You got to understand. I'll read the email. I'll take the order. I'll send it on out. Now, what Michael is doing is he's taking them and actually sending out the shot glasses, taking the email address. So you should be getting the tracking information, right? Okay,
Yeah,
right.
he's right. You get the tracking information with it.
Yeah. So you'll get an email back
okay.
that says it's true. Yeah. So if you didn't get that after a couple of days of putting in the order, as far as the shot glasses go, no, man, Philly fan D, I'm not gonna. Come on, man.
I feel left out.
That was actually. I didn't even realize that. I'm just kind of like in a zone, and I'm sleep deprived.
I
So
upgraded a couple days ago.
that was not done intentionally. It was not done intentionally at all. So we lost a couple of hundred people, of course, on that. But I guess everybody got off to try and hurry up and write down Philly's number.
Right.
That's why he said what I was eating.
We still need a center. I look great today, by the way. Psh.
We got 2 centers.
Well,
we
I
got
tell you
two
what,
centers.
I'm excited
Good.
right now because of all the things that we've been able to do. That's why I'm literally on energy because I'm excited about our defense, man. I pray that we do have a football season here because it's going to be incredible if we do to see these guys put together.
I do too. I've been sick without basketball, man. Basketball been killing me.
Oh man,
I've been
We got
sick without.
my
Damn.
Mavericks were fixing to make a run.
Your Mavericks and my Sixers
Yep.
was too.
I keep losing. This damn camera is going to drive me crazy.
As long as Joel Embiid stop eating cheeseburgers, we be all right. Somebody got a stomach virus.
I got to. Let me see. They were supposed to send me a link to get this camera fixed. Let me see if it came through.
Yeah, y'all got a diamond in the rough with Luka Doncic, though.
Oh heck yeah, man!
Yep.
Shoot, that boy Zion was cold though, man.
Yeah.
Who?
I can't stand
Zion
Miami or
Williamson.
next up.
Oh, yeah, Zion Cole, but he can't shoot, though.
He got to stay healthy though.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
he could jump out the building, but he got too much weight on him. He could hurt his knee. Real quick.
I need to make sure that we get rid of that too. Forgot it's also going on Facebook, isn't it?
Hey, Mark, another thing I wanted to compliment you with. I love your work, man. Your carpentry work is off the chain.
Well, thank you. What I
And I live, not too far from you. So when this stuff over with, I might need you to do me some things, man.
okay. Not a problem, man.
And when you come into Dallas, Mark,
When am I coming to that? That all depends on what's going on with the world, man.
well, I know that, but
It all depends. If there's a season and it's safe, I'll be back during the season for sure.
It's just gonna suck if we got a season and ain't no fans, ain't no yelling. It's like,
Well, better that than nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
You got to
That's
understand
true.
that this is
That's true. I wish they could have did it with basketball because that's true.
As long as it's something, man.
Yeah.
now in
I'm
the
about to-
fifth pick, we picked twice.
Twice in a row?
No, not twice in a row, but in the round.
Oh yeah, because we don't have a 6th round pick.
Right.
We gave that up for Quinn for a rental. Which the
We
rental was
picked up
good.
164 and then 179. We end the round.
What?
I just hope we can get a defensive end that's better than Dorrance Armstrong.
He's not bad. He's not.
He ain't that bad.
It's coaching again.
All right,
Coaching
I think
again,
I
I'm
got
gonna
a
say,
little-
because he got talent. Talent is there, man, with that kid.
Now let's.
He ain't got too many moves. He ain't got a swim move.
Yeah, he ain't got that.
We
Yeah.
trade.
You would think he'd learn from D Law, but I guess sometimes you can't teach it.
Yeah, I just think this coaching staff, is going to elevate the talent that we have, man, and utilize it better than what the last regime was doing.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, because
Right.
I
because
don't think they
the,
can upgrade talent, but they're definitely going to utilize it better.
because
Yeah.
we got that coach that coached Alden Smith too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And them guys don't take no shit out there either, man. Them good coaches.
That's what we need.
Heck no, that Nolan, that Coach Nolan, man.
Yeah.
Hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
we
see
need
how-
that hard-nosed coaching.
You see how I had Demario Davis Mark ball looking.
Yep.
Yeah, that's oh my God, DeMario. That's the guy that I so wanted. Oh my God.
And you wanted Calais Campbell.
That's a big guy, man. Calais is huge.
Yeah,
And-
is.
and he's still a beast.
He down there in Baltimore. Woo.
Yep. Huge, man.
All right, so Philly's been deleted everywhere on there. So hopefully there's no harm, no foul. And I will issue him an apology. In fact, I might make him a shot glass rack as a peace offering. Of course, I'll put some bad mojo on it, but
make him a shot glass. Make him a shot glass with his beard hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's up?
Make sure you put Wentz still stinks.
Dig boys, what's your email name? Hey, Diggs, what's your email name?
Diggs22@yahoo.com.
Oh, he got you now, Diggs.
Okay, yeah, I see. No, I'm just making sure. Okay.
Oh,
It
yeah,
said,
I know, Mark.
no, I was just checking my emails because it's like, yeah, I didn't sense. I was like, okay, all right. And see, I'm gonna tell you what happens because from time to time I'll get people that'll say, "Man, I got another shot glass." So that's because I kind of mess up on it. So.
Right.
I get that you're busy. I'm just shaking your leg. That's all. I know you're busy.
Yeah, but no, I try hard. Let's see. Omar said, wait a minute, I got to read this. Theory on why Philly drafted Jalen Hurts. A theory popped in my head while checking Twitter and email. I think the reason Philly drafted Jalen Hurts the second round is because they looked over their schedule and checked the defenses of each team and believe that Carson Wheelchair Wentz will not make it through all these defenses without an injury. This could potentially be his roughest year getting sacked and dealing with getting sacked, fumbles, and the thing hitting his arm and forced fumbles. Then there's the self-inflicted fumbles. Just look at the schedule and let me know if you agree. Damn. So what my buddy over here is saying is we're going to see a lot of this maybe.
Behind him and Shaquille Griffin, so they double. Right behind him and Shaquille Griffin, so they double. Right behind him and Shaquille Griffin, so they double. Right behind him and Shaquille Griffin, so they and then he's throwing backwards. Now watch, Arthega Whiteside is moving one way, the ball's you'll see that, and then he's throwing backwards. Now watch, Arthega Whiteside is
Okay, so Wayne Montgomery, if you go to the channel community tab, there's a post in there with the link to go ahead and come in. And here's the thing, I see DJax22. You're a subscriber, which you just kind of click on and you're a subscriber, right? But then there's channel memberships. That's different. Channel memberships are you're actually paying a little bit. For our channel memberships is $1.99, and that gives you a little bit more access and things like that. So that's where you are a subscriber or you're a member. It's two different things. So we have quite a few members, and we got 9 of them in here today. Things are slowed down a little bit and stuff. But
Mark, how you become a moderator?
How do you become a moderator on the channel?
Yeah, on your channel.
I have to give you a wrench. I have to go, and we got a lot of moderators in here. Some of them get a little trigger happy, you know. Sometimes, I mean, seriously, because I get emails of people, I didn't say anything. Why'd you block me? It's like, I didn't block you. It's on the moderators did. You know, don't get mad at me. And it's usually Eagle fans. It's like, I don't understand how, because I had somebody come in here one live stream, and literally, he was like, you know, I hear that you're always blocking people. You got a bad reputation for blocking people. And I'm like, listen, dude, here's the thing. I am a Dallas Cowboy fan, okay? I have, you know, young people that watch this channel because I have people that say, hey, my grandkids watch this stuff with me. I have people that are my age and older that watch. I have ladies, okay? I know you Eagle fans that are in your basement and everything else, you know, that you don't see the light of day and you don't know how to talk to a woman. I understand you don't know how to deal with them. So, you know, when you come in, it's like you come in and MF this, kiss that, suck that. And it's like, this isn't the place for it. Or they'll come in and they'll do personal attacks, you know? They'll come in, F you, Mark. It's like, listen, that's not what we're here for. There's plenty of places that you can do that, okay? It's just like, you know, you got a strip club. So you know women going to be in a strip club butt naked. That's the place for that, okay? You don't go to church and expect it to be a strip club. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Okay, if you want to do that, go to the strip club. We over here in Cowboy Church. Now, what?
Right.
Oh, Mike said. Look, Mike says, "Hey, Dad, some of the freaks at the church too, man." Okay. In fact, he's some of the biggest freaks there at the church too. Okay, but they not stripping in the aisles though at the church. Okay, come on. So
Look
Wayne.
at-
Wayne. Okay. Go to the community tab. Okay, there's a community tab. It's like your Facebook on YouTube for my channel, okay? And in there is the link to get on, okay?
Tony
So
got to go under perks. It say perks under it.
for perks. No.
Yeah.
On the community tab, all the postings that if you're a member,
Yeah,
it'll be up in the community tab, but it'll only be seen for channel members. So I can put a video
No,
or
I
I
know,
can do a
but I'm
post.
just saying on mine, if you look on mine, if I go on YouTube, I got to hit the perk button for to see the community thing. That's what
Okay.
I'm
All
saying.
right. Okay. I didn't know. Okay. I don't know because I ain't a member. Nobody wants me to be a member. Colton, not unless you become a channel member. Sorry, to get on. Sorry, man. It's just I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I just have to follow them. But let me change the camera up over here. We got it back on. So this guy just kept coming through. It's like, well, you block people, you block people. And it was just like, dude, you're spamming us about being blocked. Are you trying to get blocked? Because that's what it felt like. It was like you were trying to get blocked. So
No, I see something red and blue. I was about to say, yo, I know you ain't a trader. Oh, okay.
But
That's Polo. I'm sorry.
I don't have a problem with
Hello, man.
I don't have a problem with Eagle fans or Redskin fans
My fault.
and
My
stuff
fault,
in there.
my
So
fault.
we cool.
Trying to accusations.
No, I'm just messing with you. I know it wasn't. You.
Tony Parker's back. Okay, guess who didn't have to work? Okay, all right, we'll see you in a few there, Tony. I'm saying I have to wait to join. Oh, okay. Damn. Sorry, Wayne. Woo. Okay. So Wayne is like, yo, he's like, I got that part. Okay, I understand. I got the link. I'm knocking on the door, and you're not letting my ass in. Forgive me. Okay. See,
Thanks, Sal. You want take a
you
nap?
know,
You ain't been
this
there
is
in a
where a lot of these other people are lucky that they have like people to do all this stuff. It's only me here trying to run the board, so I got to manage my 11 fans that are over here. I got to see y'all's comments. I got to try and keep up with the draft. And right now we got the Rams on the clock, and let's see.
Hey, Mark, did Michael Anthony do the punch when we got CeeDee Lamb?
I don't know. Mike, were you happy about CeeDee Lamb when we drafted him? Mike's like, today's my day off. Don't bother.
Oh, okay. Got it.
He's like, I'm chilling.
He's not doing the online thing?
No, man. There's not too many people that are on today.
I'm
Nah, he
surprised
was
Rob
on earlier.
Rashid don't come on here with you.
Mike, you were on earlier?
He was on earlier, I think.
Greg, he said he wasn't on.
Oh, then I was just getting caught up, Mark. Sorry.
Oh, man. Michael, man, that's wrong. Michael Fife says I should get this shirt made and send it to Jason Garrett.
Oh, wow.
Nah, we wouldn't see it no more, Mark.
Or better yet, what we should do is when we play the Giants, get everybody in the stadium wearing it. Now that would be good.
Oh, I would so
That
do
would
that.
be awesome.
Mark, so far, what you rating our draft class? A, B, or
I'd
C?
get fired, but that'd be so worth it.
I mean, you kind of have to say it's. I mean, I don't want to be a homer, but I don't honestly see anything that's bad at the moment. I mean, you don't know what you don't know.
I grade us a B plus right now. I give us a B plus grade.
I mean, we all listen. They said we won the
I was
draft when we
thinking
got
an
Morris
A.
Claiborne.
Come on,
Remember?
now y'all
I
saying
was
A.
thinking an A, solid A.
Y'all just saying A plus
A
because we
plus.
Cowboy fans. Keep it real.
I didn't say A plus. I
Nah.
said an A. But okay, so
Don't know who that last guy was.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
so where do you see that we could have done better then?
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Dick.
these day 3 guys, so no, I can't say anything.
Oh
Hey,
Lordy!
I'm going on record. I'm
Oh
telling you,
Lordy! There's
hey.
Rashid over
I'm saying the
here.
first 2 days I would give us an A, but
Yeah, Rashid, where were you last night?
the Gilmore pick.
You gotta.
Oh, wait! Hold on! Diggs.
We gotta address the defensive
Hold on!
end
Diggs. No, Diggs. You just got uninvited to my house, man. You gonna tell me the guy that I wanted the most in the draft is the guy that's dropping the grade? Come on, man. You know what?
I didn't say he was a bum, Mark. You didn't hear me say he was a bum. I just said that we didn't.
Cody Robinson, thank you for posting the super chat. I ain't talking to you, Diggs. I ain't talking to you, man. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you, man. You know.
I just said we didn't do DN. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing
listen, man. Okay. How long you been watching me, Diggs? Diggs. No. Let me talk to my man, Diggs.
We need defensive ends, too, if you can't put pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, but you wait. No, you need a monster in the middle, man. You need a monster in the middle. I'm sorry. We've had defensive ends forever. We had DeMarcus Ware. We had Jason Hatcher. Okay. We done had D-Law out here getting paid and everything else. And we get sacks from time to time. But I'm going to tell you, we ain't stopped no damn running forever. You need a big man in the middle. I know you look at it and say, oh, he ain't going to get that many sacks. But that guy is going to make everybody better. Because, see, I'm going to tell you, no. I know it's Saturday, but I'm going to go ahead and go to church here. Because you know what? I always have people who tell me I'm an idiot. I don't like what you're talking, okay? I always have that. I said a couple of years ago about Calais Campbell. I said, my God, we need a big man in the middle. Calais Campbell, if there's one free agent to go out and spend some money on, you get this brother because he's going to make everybody else around him better. People said, Calais Campbell, he too old. He want too much money. He only get, but he played defensive end. He can play defensive tackle. He plays both, okay? He can play both. But wait. Just wait. People kept telling me, he only gets 7-8 sacks a season. He's a bum. You don't know what you're talking about. And that year, he went to Jacksonville and was runner-up for defensive MVP. And if you had put him on that defensive line, you know how much better everybody else on that defensive line would have been? You get one guy. Because, see, here's the thing. If he is anything like he was in college, if he can get a push in the middle and has to get double-teamed up the middle, that quarterback's vision is going to be blocked by having this big beast coming at him. That quarterback is going to have to move. And if he's trying to move, guess what? D-Law's job just got a whole lot easier because the guy can't step up. Which means, and I'm telling you, to me, okay, listen, we got enough guys that we can throw in there. We need some pressure in the middle. Okay, Don Terry Poe has some of that too, but you can't have enough of those guys. And you look at Antoine Woods, not a bad guy, but he still does not have that takeover a game ability and still is a little bit light in the ass, okay? Malik Collins was okay, but again, he was still a little bit light in the ass and had the problems with the ankles.
Woods is heavier than Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald's different, though. Aaron Donald is not about the weight. Aaron Donald is just a freak. That guy is so freaking. I mean, we're talking about a guy that's working out with knives and shit here and all that. I mean, you can't grade him like everybody else.
Just raw power.
That's a totally different thing.
I'm saying, Mark, let me ask you a question. Even though we didn't have them guys last year, but if DeMarcus Lawrence was half of what he was the year before, what do you think our defensive line would have been last year?
I get it, but here's the thing. Now I'm going to tell you. Here's the thing, though.
Come on.
D-Law would have been. D-Law's year would have been a lot better if he had to push up the middle. Because what happens is, listen, because we didn't have that push in the middle, guess what? Teams could run up the middle on us. They knew we can get 4.6 yards. So we don't have to worry about necessarily passing. And because we didn't get that push up the middle, okay, there's lanes now to throw the football. I've got a clear view. And if I need to take off, I can step up and get out of the pocket. If he clogs up the middle, that pocket is going to close up like a trash compactor on the quarterback with nowhere to go, that he's either going to try and throw it away and maybe get a pick, or that big guy in the middle gets a hand up and tips the ball. I'm telling you.
We addressed that in the offseason, though. That's what I'm saying. We could have got defensive end first because we don't know about what Alden Smith is after 4 years.
You don't.
And then we don't know about Randy Gregory after another year.
But you know what? We didn't know about Robert Quinn last year, though, did we?
We know he played, though.
No. I'm just saying. When we signed, how many people were like, "Oh my God, we got Robert Quinn, man"? No, everybody was kind of like, "Oh man." I said that going to Miami that it wasn't the right defense. But I'm just saying, you don't know what you don't know. But for me, we've had some great defensive ends. We have not had a Leon Lett in forever, and I'm telling you that makes a difference.
Full of dirt. I get it.
I mean, seriously. Seriously.
got it now. We got it now.
We got it now.
You just better produce. That's all.
But I'm
Full of dumpster full of
so what?
gravel.
The last two guys that picked up last night went to the same school.
You got Poe.
Did it?
You got Poe.
Okay. You got Poe, but Poe's getting up there some too.
I like McCoy better than Poe.
Okay.
I like McCoy better than Poe,
We'll agree to disagree then on that one, okay?
But can you imagine something, though, Mark? Both of them was on Carolina last year, and they didn't really was giving them pushes like they were supposed to.
Okay, but hold, just dream with me for a minute, please.
They ain't had that morale,
please, just think about this, okay? let's say that D-Law gets hangry, okay? They stop feeding him the Snickers, all right?
He better get hangry.
Okay, let's say he gets hangry. Let's say Gerald McCoy. Let's say
139.
Okay, let's say say my man in the middle right there, and let's say Don Terry Poe in a 3-4.
No more.
Okay. And let's turn around now, and we can rotate one of those guys are going to be able to play defensive end. Okay, between Alden Smith, Randy Gregory, or Tyron Crawford. One of them going to be able to.
I like Crawford.
Okay.
We're gonna be straight on defense.
Tell me that's not a monster off defensive line.
Amen, brother.
Okay, I'm telling you, because now if you have to play that 3-4, you're not running against that defensive line.
No,
That defensive line is going to shut people down like we have it. Now, we go to the 4-3. Okay, you got Don Terry Poe, and you end up having Gilmore over there. And then you can rotate Gerald McCoy. Look at that rotation there. You can keep a body in there fresh to go ahead and keep going. Either way, you need to have those. And you got Antoine Woods, too.
McCoy can play defensive end, too.
So you've got now versatility on the defensive line where we can set up matchups, mismatches, and things in there. So, like you said, we can have McCoy can play defensive end as well. So either way, we're good. We're good. You can't have it.
You still got my man Antoine Woods to plug in, too.
I said that too. So I said basically, if you're talking about a 4-3, then you're talking about having two deep on the defensive tackles. So that means you got Antoine Woods, you've got Poe, you've got Gilmore, and you got McCoy. So you can rotate those guys and keep them fresh going after that quarterback. Right. So yeah, I'm good with that.
And we're gonna need LVE and Smith to step up too, because they fell off the cliff last year.
Well, yeah, they did. I think I think everybody got Hollywood last year.
That's what it was.
Jalen Smith. Look, Jalen Smith and all. Huh? Say what?
The person that needs to step up this year is our pick from last year, guys. Let's not let him just go by the waistline.
We already talked about
Tristan Hill. I'm not giving up on the draft pick. I'm sorry. I don't do that, my man. I don't give up on our picks not like that. In the second year, not in the second year. I'll get the third or fourth. I'll give you that, but not the second year. Especially that coaching staff we have. I'm gonna still hold hope on them.
But the defensive staff
call him a rookie too.
Our defensive staff was soft.
Well, here's what I'll say on that.
A rookie too.
Marinelli and them were soft guys, man. They don't know how to talk to. They don't know how to talk to the defense.
Well, here's my thoughts on all this. Unfortunately, we are the Dallas Cowboys, and because we are the Dallas Cowboys, everybody wants to talk to you and treat you like you're a star. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
And unfortunately, these Dallas Cowboys are living off of what our past Dallas Cowboys have done.
But Jerry Jones,
they haven't earned jack, and they feel
Jerry
like
Sneed just got drafted.
Did he?
Yeah, that's true, Mark.
Okay, and so they figure, we're the Dallas Cowboys. We just show up. Everybody's cheering for us. Everybody's got a show. And so because everybody else looks at that, they're the rich kid. When the rich kid got the new bike and got the PlayStation and everything else, and I'm home broke and stuff.
Jerry did that, Doug.
I'm gonna kick that mug's ass. So if it comes down between you and me, I'm gonna beat you down because I want what you got.
Mark, Jerry Jones did that to the Cowboys.
Well, I know he did that. I'm just saying though, but you can see the attitude of a lot of times we just show up and it just looks like we standing around. Eagles game, that second Eagles game, you looked at the Eagles as the poor kids that were out there to take some stuff, and they punched the Cowboys in the face. Now, it ended up being the best thing that happened to us. It ended up because that's what got Jason Garrett. We all know if Jason Garrett had won that game, we made the playoff, Jason Garrett would still be here now.
Our star wide receiver took himself out the game.
So.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, because as rock bottom as that shit was, Jerry Jones was looking for a reason to keep him. Because remember what?
Are you okay with Zeke Elliott sitting out the way he did if it was because Jason Garrett?
I haven't thought of it that way.
This is that game, though.
I think.
Well, that's an interesting. I would do a video on that, Mike. But to me, okay, but
like it's their Super Bowl.
But you looked at the team. Oh, you watch.
Coming with real energy.
Go watch the game, the Rams game, and look at the energy that came out with there, and then look at the game against the Eagles. They looked either they believe that all we got to do is walk through.
All right, Mark,
we're gonna beat them.
I got a question for you. The Minnesota game.
Yeah.
Why did you do what you did them last 3 plays?
What, the running? Oh, the coaches. Oh, that was stupid.
Not even running. You could have bootlegged that. Dak could have ran for them yards.
Yeah, you have not been able to run all day because
you caught him as a run play.
See, that goes back to we don't believe in analytics.
You that in Dak's belly, and you could have ran for 4 yards.
I understand, but here's the thing. That goes back to we don't understand game time adjustments and what's going on. We got a game plan, and we're going to run Zeke Elliott, and whether it's working or not, we don't change that up, and that's the problem. They cannot adjust on the fly. If they come out and they start out going great, they continue to go great, but they can't adjust to real-time stuff. And that game, Dak Prescott had the hot hand. You keep going with Dak Prescott with the ball and all that. You don't say, let's go back and run Zeke now. What?
We was doing good. When Moore was calling the plays, it was great. You could tell when Garrett was calling the plays, we lost every game.
Yep.
You could tell.
Yep.
When he was calling the plays with the Saints, man, we could have ate the Saints up. You could tell Garrett was calling them plays.
Definitely.
To me, that was the worst game we played
all year. That was
terrible,
man.
Terrible. But there were so many games last year that we lost.
That Jets game was the killer, though. When we lost the Mari.
How was that the star?
That Jets game was the killer. We could have won that New England game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We should have won that second.
That's where coaching beat you because Bill Belichick knew it was a battle of field position, and he ended up getting that punt block, which was the difference maker.
That. He's a special team guru.
Yeah.
Special teams killed that, and Amari Cooper wasn't even nowhere to be found that game.
Oh, but the Jets game? Well, the Jets game he got hurt. The Jets game we didn't have Lyle Collins, we didn't have Tyron Smith, Amari Cooper got hurt,
we lost Amari Cooper. He got hit in the first play.
And wait a minute, who else was missing in that game? Somebody else was missing in that game against the Jets too.
All year, man.
I think he was hurt a lot worse than
They're
what.
They're gonna use that as an excuse. I ain't trying to hit. If you on that field, you ain't hurt.
Yeah, but you know what? You got a lot of guys that are playing that shouldn't be.
I won't go that far, but
here you go.
My coach used to say, "Are you hurt?"
The Redskins are on the clock.
With a dislocated shoulder, so that's not so.
Sure it did.
Well, we're talking about different era.
Are you injured?
Now you got Zeke Elliott, who has a couple of good plays, and I need a blow. No, screw that.
DeMarcus Lawrence was hurt, and he still had 10 sacks the year before. Come on, man.
Well, he didn't have them last year.
That was a contract year too.
Yeah.
Regardless, play like that all the time, we wouldn't have this conversation.
Better coach would have won us those games. I agree 100% on that one. Special teams, a kicker would have won us some of those games as well. There were so many reasons why.
Oh, they stunk, man.
I agree with that.
Go back
with new, look at Rashid. Rashid has hope for Jason Garrett. Oh, come on, Rashid, man. You talk about being delusional, man.
And then you're going to go get old grandpop Jason Witten to mess up
the Raiders.
Blake Jarwin.
I bet Jason Witten.
I like Jason Witten. I can't not play.
I love Jason Witten, but why would you mess up a guy like Jarwin? Jarwin could have been exploded last year.
True or not?
We'll have to wait.
That many snaps.
I don't really believe in Jarwin either.
He only had 40% of the snaps. So I think he only got like 40 snaps.
Jarwin's gonna be.
He had about 350
All right, so the Redskins are on the clock right now.
How many yards a catch, though?
He probably had more yards after the catch.
Regardless, still.
Blake Jarwin was night and day different than Blake. Hold on.
I think one game he had like 2 or 3 touchdowns too.
Wait a minute.
That was 2 years ago.
No, Blake Jarwin, he just didn't get the opportunities.
Yeah, that's when the game Ezekiel Elliott wasn't playing.
I agree there, but
Jason Witten catch the ball, he can't even run, man. Blake Jarwin catch the ball and can run 30, 40 yards. Touchdown.
If you look at how he
Blake Jarwin. Okay, Blake Jarwin, 31 catches, 365 yards, 11.8 per catch, 3 TDs.
Nobody plays us like
Now, how
this.
many yards did Catch Witten have?
No, let's go with Jason Witten. Hold on.
Because he's reading off the stats.
How many yards did Catch Witten have, Mark?
A lot less, I can tell you that.
I know.
Jason Witten, 8.4. 3 yards less
I
per
bet
catch.
Witten's kicking his butt right now.
So listen to this. So we had 63 receptions, 529 yards, 8.4 yards per average, 4 TDs. Blake Jarwin had half of the catches and only had 1 less TD and 3 yards more of reception.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a big difference.
More explosive. He's the best athlete on the team, Dak said.
Yep. Ravens on the clock. So listen to this. So somebody's got the sound up. 529 yards, 8.4 yards per average, 4 TDs. Ravens on the clock. We're at the 143.
We're gonna need another.
Eagles.
We're gonna need another tight end because West Coast offenses, the tight ends is the main key.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ravens on the clock.
Look at
Cooper played through injuries second half. Yeah.
Kittle's in the West Coast offense.
Yeah, but the only thing is, are we going to get a blocking tight end or are we going to get a receiving tight end?
Yeah, we need a blocking tight end.
We need a receiving tight end. We need athleticism. We're not in the Garrett era no more. We don't need no blocking tight end.
We still a running team. Still a run first team.
Not with McCaffrey.
He said he gonna use Zeke.
He's gonna use Zeke. Yeah, I mean, but you'll probably see him in the passing game more too.
You're gonna burn him out. You're gonna burn him out. Don't burn him out.
You got too many weapons to say we're just a straight run team. But what you're gonna see is, listen.
But I'm saying, if you burn him out, did you see what happened to Henry in the playoffs? He got burnt out and he got shut down in the championship game.
Right.
He got burnt out. You're gonna get tired.
Well, don't forget who we got behind him. We still got what's his backup name? Pollard behind
They
him.
got a wide receiver. Huh.
Pollard don't run between the tackles, man.
Pollard don't get caught from the back.
He's a sweet guy. Catching up the
Pollard
ball.
don't get caught from behind either.
But I'm gonna tell you this: if Tom Brady had Pollard would be 1,000-yard receiver.
He is a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yeah.
Pollard now?
Nah, I'm saying he is. He got the potential.
Yeah, he had the potential.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, when you got a person to throw to the backs 100 times.
But it's only one football on the field.
Exactly.
Yeah, Pollard did run through the tackle.
It's only one football.
I didn't say he did run through the tackles. He's not that type of guy, though. That ain't his strength. That's Zeke's strength between the tackles, not Pollard's. Pollard's a sweep guy.
Yeah.
I was more of a screen guy. I throw him a 5-yard bubble screen.
Because if you keep running him between the tackles, if you make him a 3-down back, he would get injured quick. He would get injured quick.
Not big enough.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, you use Pollard when they nice and they worn out, they tired.
Right,
And it's impossible for them to catch them because he's
Well,
fresh.
that's what he's there.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't take yourself out the game like Zeke and
Right.
when we need the first down.
Help the special teams to give Zeke a break.
Well, that
it never came out the game. On the third down, Emmett would have never came out the game.
Hell no,
If you need a blow, you ain't getting back in the game.
Exactly.
If you need a blow, I'm gonna have
Seattle
Pollard
is
get
on
you.
the clock.
Get you 200 yards.
But that going to show you he was burnt out and out of shape all in one.
Yep,
Then what
that's
did they
true.
do? They put Pollard in and he fumbled.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because
But see,
he's going between the tackles, right?
But see, that's where, okay, you pay the guy big time. You're my money man, okay?
Right.
This is where the game's on the line. That's why you should be out there.
But that's why you save him. You don't burn him out early in the first 8 games of the season either. You can't give him that many carries, man. He gonna get winded.
No, they need
first 8 games is when you make your money.
He's got
That
way
first
too
8
many
games, you're
carries.
supposed to have 1,000 yards by the first 8 games.
Yeah, you see his belly fat on him?
Right.
He's out of shape.
True. But by
Now,
that,
if you lose them,
games, you should have 1,000 yards.
if he had that weight he had in when he came in 2016, I advise you he'll be another 1,500 yards rushing.
Well, I don't think he ever gonna be that anymore. Only because we're gonna throw the ball.
Philly is on the clock.
Hey, if you got them type of weapons, you gotta throw the ball.
Gotta throw the ball.
Yep.
Coaching a lot of that.
Back-to-back picks.
I thought Seattle was on the clock.
But you said Mike McCarthy.
No.
And Philly's up next.
But
Philly's on the
Mike
clock.
McCarthy said he gonna run the ball more. I'm gonna tell y'all that too. Don't mean
Philly is on the clock.
Bro.
Yeah,
I don't want everybody to know what I'm doing anyway.
DJ Dallas.
You can't have a horse and walk though.
How to get that in the loss.
There's no reason to have a horse and you walking.
Right.
Henry a horse?
You're right. All right, let's see what the Eagles take.
Henry a horse. You see where it got Henry, right?
Yeah, I don't think.
Run them, bro. Run them.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with running. Like I said, the first 8 games, I'm not running them. I'm going to the playoffs. I'm burning him out the next 8, 10, 12 games.
William, this is the Zoom link right here.
Not only that, with our wide receiver weapons now, you can afford to give.
Oh, yeah, Zeke going to get plenty of breaks now.
Give him like 20, 25 touches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Zeke going to be out there blocking. Watch.
But you see,
that's another thing.
But you seen the year the Rams. You see the year the Rams went to the playoffs. They didn't burn out Gurley that year neither because they had Anderson.
Yeah, and you see how different they were once Gurley ended up not being that guy anymore. That's where Jared Goff got exposed. See, you looked at a lot of Jared Goff's
But he got
touchdowns.
drafted with bad knees, though.
Yeah,
he got drafted with
true.
bad knees.
I agree with you on that one. But if you look at most of Jared Goff's big plays and stuff, a lot of them were swing passes outside to that Gurley took to the house. It wasn't that he was a deep thrower making big plays. It was that Gurley was able to make a lot of those plays for him.
But that's when the play action came in, and that's when he got big plays too.
You know, well, there's a lot to play action, because if you look, I tell you what, take 2 games. The first game we played against Philadelphia, I think we ended up doing play action like 32. I think we did like 32% of the time we did play action the first game. We blew them out 37-10, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Second game, we did play action 8% of the time. Explain that. Somebody explain that to me.
That's what I don't understand.
And if you look at, there's only one game that we lost all year that we had at least 30% play action, and that was the Minnesota game. Minnesota. And Dak Prescott had
play calling. We was in that
well,
game,
I know
though.
That's what I'm saying. But think about that again. If play action has worked for you every single week, you look at the games we lose. You were under 20% of play action, every one of them.
Because how many times they play action against New Orleans? Come on,
they didn't. They didn't against New England. They didn't against the Eagles the second time. They didn't.
I don't understand.
The Bears.
Like, there's no way. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and that's where you look at games we blew out. We're doing play action to people to death. The games that we lost that ended up being, because to me it was always like Jason Garrett. When he get in big games, it's like his sphincter muscle would just lock up, and the only thing they could think about is run Zeke Elliott on first down. Look at the Ram. Go back and look at the Ram game and watch that first series. The first series, we started the ball up, I want to say, on the 15-yard line. We only got to about midfield. But when they came out, they started out in an I formation. Zeke Elliott's behind there, and then they shifted. And they ended up throwing it out to Jason Witten on first down, picked up like 8 yards. But they came out and set a tone doing play action and misdirection. And it got the whole game just rolling where the Rams just didn't know where it was coming from. You look then at the Eagles game the following week, I think 10 times on first down we ran Zeke up the middle.
I like it. But see, I'm gonna give you that one thing, Mark, with the trash can full of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
When we played for the Rams, if we would have had that, we could have won that game.
That's what I'm talking about. And see, now that is where, because see, Rod Martinelli's thing has always been, I like lean guys that are fast
and speed,
which is good if you're playing. If it's just a straight up passing game where you're in a track meet, that works. But the Rams showed everybody. The Cowboys, you catch them in the stunts, they can't hold up.
They gave you the blueprint on how to beat us.
And that's the problem. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to have big guys that I can just take care of this gap. This is my responsibility, and I'm going to hold up. And we just have not had those guys. So to me, it's a change of philosophy.
Killed us, bro.
Yeah. That you know
what's
good.
You know what's crazy? Because even with how explosive Quinn is, because Quinn was suspended a couple games and still had 13 sacks.
That's what I'm talking about. Right. Yeah, he missed
But
2
you know
games.
what? You still got to compliment DeMarcus Lawrence. He was getting double and triple team too.
Yes. But when
But he had that trash can
but
full of dirt,
when you get that kind of contract, you're supposed to be. Okay, you're supposed to be.
Not this year.
You are supposed
I
to
hope
be.
they don't double and triple team him because he
So-
should explode. Then.
Eagles got a cornerback.
Take us in. Philly's
Defensive line
got
and the offensive line.
I
Yeah.
think still
You can't double team us anywhere.
When we come back on the clock, don't we got 2 picks this round?
Hey, the Eagles.
No,
Philly's got back to
we got
back
a
right
long
now.
time before we're back on the clock, man.
Eagles pick is in.
I think they're gonna.
Our
double
last
team.
pick was that cornerback, right?
Yeah.
Dang, we ain't seen him.
And the Eagles, so they
We got 2 picks in the 5th though.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Because we ain't got no 6th round pick, but we got a 7th round.
Going safety. I know it.
I think they're gonna double team him.
We better go deep.
With this new
We better go
coaching
deep
staff,
in,
we're gonna-
not safety, deep
We're gonna
in.
tear him up with the play
I'm
action
telling
this
you
year.
what I think they're gonna do because if you think about it, man, we got
I think we do need a safety.
Alden Smith.
We got 4 safeties already.
Yeah.
Huh?
We got 4 safeties.
Name them.
Antoine Woods, Wilson,
He's been a
Wilson and Kevon Frazier.
Kevin Frazier, right? Frazier is coming back from injury.
Yeah.
But but now I'm going to tell you.
Now you mean to tell me
now,
whoever we gonna draft is gonna be better than Wilson or Frazier? No, I don't think so.
Okay, but now here's the thing about Kevin Frazier. Hold on, Kevin Frazier not being on special teams hurt us a lot last year
He
too.
back with McCarthy too.
Yeah.
McCarthy drafted him.
Philly picked a long snapper.
He's good.
Okay,
McCarthy
they got a quarterback
drafted
and
him,
a
he had
long
his best years
snapper.
with McCarthy.
Why you
Problem
want
is, Hala only got 1 year on his deal.
those two, right?
He can get extended though.
Exactly.
All the guys that got 1 year are them proven deals. They play.
That's
You're
why I
right.
like him more.
You're right.
I'm not saying he's not gonna play.
You got these
Hey,
guys
I'm
that
just
are
saying
hungry
he's
for
only
another
got one.
contract.
Dan the Man Cunningham, I agree with you. You can't undervalue offensive defensive line.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
depth.
I want David Irvin to come back too.
David, you know
David
what?
Irvin probably ain't lift nothing but a
But
blunt.
see, David Irvin's got an attitude problem, man. That's because see, here's the difference because people are like, well, Randy Gregory and David Irvin, you put them in the same they're not in the same category. Randy Gregory, you never had any on the field issues other than getting busted for weed. You never heard about him being late to practice. You never heard about an attitude problem about practicing. You never heard about him not showing up for practice. He just could right and now he made some boneheaded penalties and stuff sometimes out there on the field, but that was because he was raw. But David Irving was always no. David Irving was always that guy that you know what? I don't need to practice. I'm better than 90% of the people just rolling out of bed. And
now
see,
he got raw talent. But he's just he a head case.
And that's the sad part about it is if he had actually played
from head cases because they got that different kind of strength, bro.
They got that different kind of strength, but you got to want it too.
You got to want it. You're right. You got to
Charles
want it.
Haley was a head case.
I can verify that one. Charles was
Thank you,
crazy.
Mark.
Charles was crazy, man.
But the thing with Charles Haley will get the defense hype too.
Okay, so
We ain't
wait.
got nobody out there that
I
motivates
got to tell this story about Charles. Okay, Charles. Okay, now a lot of you've already heard the story, but this is famous to me.
I think I heard it about
Because
5 times.
okay, we talk about wait a minute, we're not talking about a game. We're talking about practice, not a game now.
Right.
We talking about practice. Okay, so we in practice, right? I'm glad that I play on defense because I did not have to hit Charles. Charles was crazy. See, Charles is one of those guys. Now, see, David Irving is, I don't need to practice. I'll just play on the games. Rolando McClain was the same way. But Charles practiced like he played in games. And if you did not have your chin strapped tight, you're getting your head taken off. And we had a running back. We ran a wing T offense, a bastard offense, misdirection and everything. And I remember our running back came through, knocked Charles down. It wasn't a cheap shot, knocked him down, and Charles got up. We had this Omni turf, okay, which is like the precursor to the field turf. But instead of having rubber, it had sand in it. Sand, okay? The shit was hell because you get strawberries. So Charles, I remember it like it was yesterday, got up and dusted that sand off, and he said, Blank, I'm going to F you up.
We took one. We took one from the Raiders.
He said that to you, Mark.
But wait. Cowboys. Oh, wait. Cowboys on the clock. Hold up.
He said that to you, Mark.
No. To the running back. No. Hold on. The Cowboys are on the clock.
Hold up.
Cowboys made a trade. Uh-oh.
Defensive end. Come on,
and the pick is in already. The pick is in. Damn. They didn't waste no time. The pick is in.
Defensive end.
We took one of
the Raiders
the
picks.
Raiders.
We traded with the Raiders.
We traded with the Eagles.
I'm sorry. No, with the Eagles.
Wait, what?
No, we traded.
The Raiders had it. The
Raiders had it, right. You know the Eagles weren't loaded. Now, that would be icing on the cake if the Cowboys were trading with the Eagles.
Yeah, that never happened.
I will say.
They just did.
The Eagles had back-to-back picks in the fourth round. At the end of the fourth.
Yeah.
Cowboys have the pick.
Cowboys are on the.
Eagles took offensive tackle.
Oh no, that is from Phil. Oh my God.
Glasses up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let me get a shot here. Wait. We got a center.
We picked a center.
We trade. Hold on. Wait. Hold it.
The center.
Hold up. Wait. We traded with the Eagles, and we took a center.
No.
Hold up.
I'm looking at this thing. It just said
on the clock.
It said trade. No.
Hold on.
Okay, the thing just changed on me. It said.
Come on, I need a real update.
Hold on.
That center. We played with the Eagles.
That was a trade from the Eagles.
That offensive lineman pick. Love that offensive line pick.
Oh my God! Wait.
Front up front, fellas.
I was thinking defense, but we need somebody to back up Joe Looney.
Hold on.
We got the center for Wisconsin.
We got Connor McGovern can do that.
Yeah, I know. But
wait a minute, hold it. We traded with the Eagles. It's the trade that the pick is from Philadelphia. 146. Tyler, but I can't even pronounce that name.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
I'm not even gonna try. But look, shot. Go ahead.
Eagles get 164 and a fifth in 2021.
All right. The Eagles. Oh my God.
That's
JoJo
fine.
Cowboys, email me and I'll give you the link for it. Okay.
Why did we trade for an extra pick, man? We could have kept that pick.
But maybe they wanted the center, man. You know what?
He probably would have been there.
Okay. You guys got your shot?
Traded number one center in
the draft.
Offensive line, fellas. Offensive line.
Okay, so
right.
So at this
that's how you
point,
build your team up, man.
So at this point, we've addressed every problem that we've had, except for safety,
except defensive end.
Well,
safety.
But
Tyler.
Yeah.
All right, look. All right, where's
okay. It's 2:00 somewhere, so I'm gonna take the shot.
Worst case scenario, Mark. Worst case scenario, if they don't reinstate neither one of them, what defensive ends do we have?
You can take Gerald McCoy
back.
No, I'm just saying. I said worst case scenario. Just hear me out. Worst case scenario. We don't know if they're coming back. What do we have?
I say worst case scenario.
Gerald McCoy.
We don't have nobody.
And Tyron Crawford.
Let me ask you a question.
But hold up. Wait. Hold on. You know there are other players that are going to be available. There's going to be veterans that are getting cut because teams are going to get players that they didn't expect to get.
Oh, yeah.
So, we made a trade, a 6th-round pick for Robert Quinn, didn't we? Right?
Yeah.
You're going to see some guys out there that are going to be let go later on because they're too expensive.
Kansas City got to strip their whole team.
That's what right. If they try and pay Pat Mahomes, they're gonna have to. So okay, now you can't get everything that you want. Okay, you can't get everything that you want out of the draft. But see, now that we got a center, if he's any good, if he is, as they say, the best center in football, prospect there.
Mark, you're exactly right because last year we kept more undrafted free agents than we did draft picks.
Exactly.
Joe Jackson didn't make the.
That's right. Or didn't Michael Jackson?
So you got plenty of players coming up after this. You get the undrafted free agents that didn't get drafted. Then you got the players that didn't get picked. It's a lot more football, guys. Just take it easy.
We know that here's a good thing. So now we got a competition for the center.
Everybody's not Julian Edelman to walk on and be great.
No, but not everybody's
I
Tony
think we got a
Romo
good
either.
organization. We can find them diamonds in the rough.
And you can't expect to have perfect people at every position. But
how did Daniel Wise work out for you?
But isn't Jerry on
So
the
the
board?
Eagles.
Well, how did Brandon Carr work
Jerry's
out
on
for
the
us?
board. He knows something.
How did Morris Claiborne work out for us?
Oh man, terrible. That was a
Okay.
reach.
How did damn? What?
Well, I believe in Will McClay. Hey, I think
there's
he'll
no,
I believe in
there's
Will
no
McClay.
guarantee
Getting
on anybody
undrafted
you
agents,
draft
they the
that they're
best
going to end up
ones.
being a stud or a player.
Name one
Okay?
undrafted free agent we got last year that did anything.
That's
I'm not gonna say last year. I can say throughout the whole organization, just drafting period.
Okay, all right.
I give you that.
Hold on, but hold on. You know, people don't become a named person until they do, until they given an opportunity.
That's
okay,
right. That's
all
right.
Malik, I'm sorry, Antoine Woods. Hold on. Antoine Woods. We were like, who? Antoine Woods, and look what he became.
That's true.
Okay,
That's true.
all right.
That's true.
David Irvin was a practice squad guy. What happened with him? Now, granted, he had mental issues.
Xavier
but what
Woods
we got?
was a 6th-round draft pick.
Okay, so you just don't know who's going to be good and who's going to be bad. How many times we had a guy who's been drafted #1 and ends up being Jameis Winston and can't get a job?
Unless it unfolds.
Okay, so you just don't know what you don't know. So you try and make the best thing of it. So as
You're
far
right,
as
because Xavier Woods was a 6th-round pick.
okay, now so as far as the draft here, taking a
So
center,
we have one more pick.
At 179.
Yeah.
And then we got one in the 7th too.
Yeah, 231.
yeah, but we might take a long break before that one and go do some work in the shop. But
Well, that's
I
true.
got a bunch of y'all got
Hey,
racks
Mark,
out
when
there.
the next time you going to Costco, man, so I can come get my glass, man. I can't
Costco?
even take a shot with y'all.
Costco? I ain't got a Costco membership. I'm BJ's, man. BJ got that deli in there,
BJ's,
man.
Costco, it's all the same.
No,
Just
it's not.
different.
No, it's not. No, man. I'm telling you, my BJ's got the best roast beef out there, man. Oh, man.
Costco got the better briskets.
I'm telling you, man, Wisconsin is known for
Well, I tell you what. I get my pulled pork, my pork butts from BJ's, man. You buy 6 of them, you get 10% off. Okay, so when it comes to tailgating, and I buy 3 cases of them things, yeah. But
No,
at the Redskin game, we cooked.
we got one of them already?
I cooked 12 pork shoulders at last tailgate. 12 smoked at one time, and all that shit went. No, it's a propane one.
I got propane smoker.
Oh yeah, but it's got wood in there too, man. Don't try.
I need one. Hey, I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking.
I'll tell you what.
Interior offensive lineman.
The one I got is actually, it's like an oversized one. It's actually got a glass door on it, so you can actually see the meat and stuff in there. It is
I got an electric
propane.
smoker, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's insulated. So what's crazy is I can do like 2 full smokes of pork shoulders for about 15 hours on 1 tank of gas, because it does not use that much gas to keep that temperature set up in there, because the burner's inside of it. And then with all the oak charcoal that I put into it, put that oak charcoal up underneath of there and the wood chips, that bad boy smokes, and it will hold that temperature. If I put it at 221, it'll stay right there at 221. And just throw a few more pieces of wood in there, and that motherfucker, that mother humper takes care of business. So, Philly, thank you very much for allowing us to get a offensive lineman. I appreciate y'all. Philly 500, I don't know what happened to you. I hope you're okay, brother. I see you're missing in action. I hope you're okay. If you can call us and let us know that you're okay. Anybody else seen Philly 500? Anybody? Okay, I guess not. All right, so Philly, we hope you're okay, man. And I've lost the camera again. So now,
hey Philly, you don't put the hitman out on him, Mark. He gone.
oh, is it okay? Now, so
Somebody need to call Philly, man. He might be there hurting himself.
Okay. So now that we got
OD.
all right, so now that we got a center, now that we got a playmaking wide receiver, now that we got a nose tackle, now that we got 2 cornerbacks,
that mother humper takes care of business.
okay, who's got the volume up? Somebody got the volume up. How are you grading the draft now?
I'd still give it an A+.
No, Diggs was in the B range. Where are you now?
I give it a regular A.
Oh, you mean not an A-?
A minus because you said.
No, I think it's a regular A, man.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this, Mark. They did address everything, but we need
safety.
I still
Safety
need
and defensive end.
Or safety.
Our next pick. Well, if that
on the next
corner hold his own, our safeties that we have now will be able to handle the task.
Yeah, I agree.
This is when I normally get safeties in 6th, 7th rounds.
We got Xavier Woods in the 6th, and he's a starter. So I mean, we can find a good safety. We got Donovan Wilson in the 7th round last year. He's good, but they won't give him
all those undrafted.
No.
You just needed one lockdown corner. If that guy turns out to be a good lockdown corner,
my cousin gonna lock down everybody.
All right. Well, I hope you're right on that.
The guys that we have aren't garbage.
No, but I'm gonna tell you one thing.
We have
Woozier better step up.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Woozier gets
burnt every game, man. He gets burnt every game.
He had a rough year.
Has trouble catching.
He can't hang on. He can't catch an interception or nothing.
If you needed 10, 20 yards, you go his side.
Yes, sir, easily.
Y'all know a great corner, man. And I just think when you get a good defensive play on your team, it's
and
going to make
Trayvon,
everybody else play better.
He a big corner too. He's 6'1".
That's good. I like that. I hate them little 5'10" corners, man.
Who like your boy Jordan Lewis?
I hate them little corners, man.
He plays though.
Jordan Lewis, little he plays. Yeah, he better in the slot though. He can't play
There's
the
no
big.
way
He can't
you
play
could defend.
Yeah.
There's no way you could defend a 6'5", 6'4" wide receiver.
Julio Jones.
5'10".
Hey, you remember
It's
that
difficult.
play?
It's difficult.
They went back to back. They went to him twice in the corner.
Jalen Ramsey can't even stick Julio Jones, so I mean nobody can stop none of them guys.
But yeah, I mean, you got to try it twice. Just throw it up over Jordan Lewis.
What game was that? They went to a woozy like 5 times in a row.
We got the new Dez Bryant on steroids, CeeDee Lamb, baby.
I hope you're right on that.
I'm saying he's gonna be 100 times better than Dez because he the best 50-50 ball game. He the best 50-50 ball game.
Judy is more like Dez Bryant than Lamb is.
He break more tackles than Aquan Bolden. He break more tackles than Aquan Bolden.
He got more yak yards.
And he got speed.
And they said if you put the ball in his area, it's happening.
That's what I'm saying. 50-50 ball.
He doesn't drop anything.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we need because look how many balls we had dropped last year. I think we led the league in drop passes last year. Always number 2.
Thank you very much for
allowing. I'm saying that's why I said on steroids because he don't drop the ball like Dez used to drop a lot of balls, man.
Dez dropped a lot of balls. T.O. dropped a lot of balls.
Man,
I remember T.O. led the league and dropped balls and touchdowns the same year.
I never liked T.O.
was scared to get hit, too. T.O. used to fall all the time.
I'm excited about this draft, man.
Well,
me too,
I think, again, we got to see them all on the field and see what we got. There's no guarantee on anything. But they've done the best they could to address everything.
Cole Beasley.
No.
Cole Beasley?
No, the one that left us. The one that left us last year.
Randall Cobb.
Cobb had a lot of damn drops, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he also got hit three TDs that were also. Well, we had more drops than anybody else.
Yeah, but
you know what?
We had more drops than drops.
When he
also would have had a lot of touchdowns too.
Right.
And
he had three. He had 3.
Right.
So Abe Shepard said this one. Now this would be interesting if Abe Shepard. That's a great thought.
What?
Says Jamal Adams will be a Cowboys by August of this year.
What?
Oh, hell.
Think about that. If
say that one more time.
Is we gonna have money to pay him though to extend him?
Didn't I say that last night? What'd I say?
Well, I think that I don't think it's going to happen.
Tony, you're a little more vocal without Mama sitting next to you. You know that, right?
That's this year.
If Dak on $40 million, buddy, we're in trouble.
No, you're not in trouble, man. Do you know how much money that they're going to be rolling in?
We talking about this year, Mark.
Hold. Right now, wait. Hold on. Right now, we'll actually save some money if we go ahead and get the deal done on this year. We'll roll some more money into.
Dak only won 4 years, though.
I understand, but you know how much the salary cap's going to blow up? The reason why he only won 4 years? Listen, there's projections of the salary cap being around $700 million by 2027. Okay? So understand. Hold on. Gambling is part of now the revenue share. Okay?
We're not talking about down the line. I know that.
We're not talking about that. No, we're talking about next year. Next year, that salary cap's going to jump up by I guarantee you, by about $25 million.
I'm talking about how we're going to afford Dak. And look, if you pay Dak now, how we going to afford
oh my God.
14, 15 million?
Hold on, dog. Wait. Hold on. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you. Hold on.
I'm telling you, a year.
Here's the thing, man. This is what you're not understanding. Because you think of raw numbers, you got to understand it's all accounting on how you end up putting it. Okay? Because, see, here's the thing. Let me get the exact number that we have right now at this moment. Over the cap, Dallas Cowboys. Hold on.
Before you sign CD in them, right?
No, hold on. But listen, your rookies, that's only about $8 million is what the cap hit will be this year. It's not. That's cheap because see, your rookies don't get shit. So right now,
your first round is to get some money.
They don't. It's not that big a cap hit. Let me give you an example. Okay. So hold on.
That don't look too bad.
Like Van Der Esch. Van Der Esch is only a $3 million hit this year. Van Der Esch
until next year.
Next year. Yeah, but look, he's already played 2 years. He's only costing you $3 million is one of your top picks. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So here's what I want you to understand. Right now, with Dak Prescott being a $31.5 million hit this year, if they get his deal done, it's going to be prorated, and I will tell you, you will save about $8 million on this year's cap. Okay? Because generally speaking, your first year is going to be lower because they prorate that, and you can backload it later on and so on. Okay? So right now, we got $10.5 million. Okay? If you do that with Dak right now, $10.5 million. Hold on, listen to me. If you go ahead and do Dak Prescott's deal, you'll probably get $7, $8, $9 million onto that for this year. Okay, so that gets you about 18, 19 million. Travis Frederick is still on the cap right now, who right now is a cap number of almost $12 million. They're going to make him a June 1st cut. So guess what? You're going to save $7 million right there on him. So now you're talking about you got $25 million right there. If, per se, you decide Tyrone Crawford's not going to make the team, that's another $8.5 million you have right there. So if it's a case of, you know what, I want Jamal Adams, or do I want Tyrone Crawford?
But this is the thing. If Jamal Adams want to be the highest paid safety, then you still got another problem.
No, you don't. The highest
he
paid
is he gonna at least want 18,
yeah, but okay,
15.
you could turn around and sign him to an extension for what he has right now, and basically his cap number could be the same as it is right now.
Yeah, just get that upfront money.
It's just the upfront money, and you prorate it. That's how you can do it.
Let's do it then.
Okay, so it's not.
Then.
See, this is the concept where people think, oh, well, you got to sign Dak to a $120 million contract. That first year, it's going to be cap friendly. So and this is like D-Law. When D-Law signed his contract last year, we ended up creating about $8 million more in cap space for last year. Now, you got the bigger hit, of course, this year, where it's 21, but his cap number last year was only like 12. And if we look at, like, Amari Cooper just got paid, right? His cap number this year is only $12 million. His cap number this year is only $12 million after signing
How much next year?
Hold on.
15, 16. I think it's 13.
But the cap keeps going up too.
Right, and see that's the thing, because now see here's the difference. You're adding, hold it. You're going to be adding another game to the season, so that's more revenue just from that. The television contract is going to be redone once we get through this corona, and it's going to end up being that television contract is going to go through the roof. I'm telling you. And gambling money is part of the new deal. The Washington Redskins have on the ballot for this fall to have a gambling license at the stadium. Think about that. A gambling license at the stadium. That's part of the revenue that's going to go into the salary cap. Because all this and the players' revenue went from 47.5% to 48.5% of that money. I know you say 1%. What's 1%?
At the Meadowlands.
So if the owners estimated through the course of this.
As long as they don't give him 40.
Well, no, hold on. Here's what I want you to understand. The owners estimated that the players will get $500 billion in additional revenue over the course of 10 years. So what you're talking about...
What would you pay him a year?
What? I'm just saying hypothetical. I mean,
what he's worth.
He's a young guy. Okay. When you look at the money that they paid Earl Thomas, you looked at and said he's got an injury history and he's older. So you looked at how much he was worth. If you're saying that you got $14-15 million for him, he's only what 25? Is he what 25?
What, Jamal Adams?
No, I'm talking about Dak. I said how much did you pay Dak?
Well, Dak, it's all relative. Dak Prescott, I'm okay with $36 million 4 years.
8-8.
Okay, that's
8-8.
That's
8-8.
8-8.
He didn't beat the playoff team.
Oh my God, Tony. I mean, Diggs. You can't throw all that on Dak Prescott. You are full of Tony. You're full of shit, man. You got the worst kicker in football. You had a defense that was 28th in sacks. You got the worst coach in football. The quarterback did his job of getting. You got 2,000-yard receivers, and you gonna say he was 8-8? Tony Romo got freaking paid after 2 years of 8-8. Okay, he got paid. Don't give me that shit, man. Don't give me that shit, man. Don't give me that stuff. No, man. No, you crazy in your damn head, man. No, man, you're crazy. You can't put that on Dak Prescott solely. No,
he can't carry the team.
Oh my God! Tell me who carries the team. Tell me who carries the team.
That's not a lie.
Tell me who carries the team. No. Tell me who carries the team.
No. Who carries the team? Pat Mahomes carries the team.
I tell you what, Pat Mahomes' defense carried the team in that Super Bowl. Okay? No. And look at the people he had on that team. That was not just Pat Mahomes is a great player, but I'm gonna tell you what, he looked like some shit in the first 3 quarters. Until that defense got those 2 takeaways. Until that defense got those 2 takeaways. No, come on.
Wentz beat us with practice squad, dude.
No, Carson. Look, you had Antoine Woods with the ball right there, dropping the damn ball. Antoine Woods, and he had a hurt shoulder. You're not giving him anything on. Okay, so Carson Wentz is okay.
I like that.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
I like that.
Come on, man.
I like that.
Come on, man.
35. I like that. You don't throw the ball.
You're missing 1 point though. You're missing 1 point, and the point you're missing is that does what he's supposed to do.
He does exactly, and he shows up every week.
He gets called.
They should have paid him 2 years ago. That was Jerry's fault. You should have paid him 2 years ago.
Well, you're right. That's Jerry Jones' stupidity is the reason why you have to pay it. But you got to pay that guy because here's the thing. Look at look at these guys like Kirk Cousins. No. Kirk Cousins now has $200 million guaranteed in his career. Does not have to play another play. You're talking about a guy who's been a 4-year starter, who has broken Dallas Cowboys record, who's been a Pro Bowler, and has made $4 million in 4 years. So whether you pay him 35, 36, 37, that's money he should have been already paid. Okay, the reason the Dallas Cowboys have cap space is because you have not paid a quarterback since Tony Romo. That money that's on that cap is the money that should have been paid to Dak Prescott.
Listen.
But my wife said, "Here." Did you record and go okay, baby?
If he was with anybody else, would he be making?
You need me to do what with
this? In extended. Who?
Okay, just let me finish. Let me finish with my neighbor here, Dick.
If he was with Cincinnati, he wouldn't be making all that money on the side.
Hold on. Listen, my side job ain't got nothing to do with my day job, man.
That don't make no sense.
Okay, so how come D-Law and Zeke Elliott didn't do that?
Good situation. That don't make sense.
I'm not knocking Dak.
Oh, come on, man.
His situation, he came to the Cowboys. He was blessed to have commercials. You don't hold him back for that. He was blessed to have.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute all you guys for a second here because I want to make a quick point here. Okay. Because everybody thinks that automatically, because you are the Cowboys quarterback, that you're going to get endorsements. That is bullshit because tell me how many Quincy Carter has. Tell me how much Quincy Carter is making for the Cowboys now. Okay? So because
you got to be a good quarterback. I didn't say any quarterback. I said a good quarterback.
Hold on. I'm going to mute you for no. Right. He's got to be a good quarterback. He has to be responsible. He also has to be a stand-up guy in the community. You can't be out doing like Zeke Elliott does and messing up your brand. So
the same thing, he shouldn't have been out there. He shouldn't have been had that.
But listen, okay, so what you're saying is, as a general contract holder, so what you're saying is, well, Mark, you got a YouTube channel and you do really good with it. So you need to go ahead and work for me for $2 an hour rebuilding my house. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you want me to come to your house to build some stuff? You gonna say, Mark, I know you're doing pretty good with YouTube, man. So you got that other job, so you need to work for me for free.
I'm gonna give you $10
Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man.
I got
You can't. No,
$10, man.
one
I'll
has
buy your
nothing
house,
to do
If
with
I'm
the
making
other.
50
And
million on the side, you
okay,
can buy it
I
for
want
10.
you. Okay, I
If I'm
want you
making
to.
50
Okay, I
million
tell you
on
what.
the side, you can buy it for
If that's
$10.
your example, I want you to find me somebody who said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a team-friendly deal. I don't want no money because I'm a Dallas Cowboy. Find me one example of somebody that's done that. Just give me one, because you're making this guy. You're making this guy. No, I'm saying
Tom Brady.
I'm not. I said on the Cow. I said on the Cowboys. I said on the Cowboys. But you see,
I gave you one.
okay, all right, okay. Tom Brady. Okay, that's the only one then. Okay, but listen, you're trying to make
How many
him do
rings he
something.
got for it though? He got 6 rings for it.
Yeah, but he also had some good coaches there too. You got to look at Bill Belichick. You got to look. You got to look with Bill. You know what? You know, here's the crazy thing about Bill Belichick. Every quarterback that he's had that's had their first game has won. Every single one. It didn't matter if it was Matt Castle. It didn't matter if it was Jimmy Garoppolo. It didn't matter if it was Jacoby Brissett. Tell me what we got with Jason Garrett when we had anybody else other than Romo or Dak.
Belichick is a good coach. I'm just saying, but
and that okay. I tell you what, if Tom Brady was the Dallas Cowboys coach,
he's not horrible, but
if Tom Brady was the Dallas Cowboys quarterback under Jason Garrett, do you think he would have 6 rings?
First off, if he had our team, we'd have won the Super Bowl for the last 3 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom Brady, yes, definitely.
No, with Dak Prescott.
If we would have had our team, if Belichick would have had our team, we'd have won the last 3 years straight.
And I'll tell you this much: if we had, I tell you what, if we had New Orleans defense this year, we would have won the Super Bowl.
You can't say that.
What? Why can't I say that? Oh my God! Oh my God!
No, I won't say that. Not with Jerry Jones as the owner.
I bet you he'll never win 6. I bet you he'll never win 6 rings again. Belichick can never win another 6 rings.
Yeah, but how many? Okay, but how many people won 6?
If it was a split, he'd be high.
Oh man. Okay, you know what?
If it was a split, he'd be drunk.
Okay, well we're gonna find out on that one.
Belichick had the talent Dallas Cowboys had.
When he was in Cleveland, what did he do in Cleveland?
He stunk the place up.
He stunk right.
Okay, I rest my case.
But
he also learned. You know, he learned. Okay, you know what? 20 years ago, when I was building cabinets, I couldn't build the stuff that I build right now.
You damn right.
Okay, I learned. I got exactly, and that's what Bill Belichick. And who wins in Cleveland, by the way? Who wins in Cleveland? Cleveland is jinxed, man. That's a mistake. Oh, come on.
Pat Mahomes won a Super Bowl without even knowing how to read a defense.
Yeah, but look at the team that was around him too, and he also look at the coach. Okay, you look at the coach.
Andy Reid was doing a hell of a job with Pat Mahomes.
But look what look what Andy Reid has done with quarterbacks between Alex. Are you gonna tell me Alex Smith was that great of a quarterback? Are you telling me that Donovan McNabb was that great of a quarterback? He made those guys better players. That was coaching.
Good coaches play to their strengths, bro.
Yep. That's exactly what that coach do. He played to their strengths. Yep.
You think Lamar Jackson is a pocket quarterback?
Andy Reid had was a Pro Bowl.
You think Lamar Jackson a pocket quarterback?
Because he coached him to be one.
We're trying to tell you that coach can take any good quarterback, use his advantages, and make him a Pro Bowler. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying. He is good.
Alex Smith was with the same team and he ain't won a Super Bowl with Andy Reid. What are you talking about?
They didn't have a defense with that too, but look at hold on. Oh no, but people thought. Listen, people thought Alex Smith was better than Carson.
People made the Pro Bowl with him.
Right, but what did he do when he was in San Francisco? He was a number 1 pick for San Francisco who did not live up to his potential. His potential came to fruition under Andy Reid. When he went to the Redskins, he went straight down the toilet even before he got injured. His numbers were worse than Dak Prescott.
Can't make Mitchell Trubisky a beast. Come on, you think you can make Mitchell Trubisky a beast?
I tell you what.
Come on, y'all talking crazy, man.
Oh, you know what?
He can't make Mitchell Trubisky no beast.
Harbaugh changed his whole offense.
So he's gonna make
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the difference where Jason Garrett looks and says, this is the way we do things around here.
And it worked, yep.
And that's something we have not had. And that's what Bill Belichick.
He had Flacco, right? Flacco couldn't run, right?
Right.
He changed the whole offense in 1
but he
year.
wasn't a top flight guy.
He had to change it for him. We know that. But
the point I'm making is coaching.
Andy Reid changed his offense, though. Andy
I'm
Reid had the
making the
same
point.
offense in Philadelphia. Andy
I'm
Reid had the
making the
same
point.
offense in Philadelphia.
The point I'm making
Which
is
also was pretty damn potent.
person play to their strengths.
And I believe he
It'll be
went to a
better
Super
team.
Bowl with Philadelphia.
I'm not knocking that. I'm
Okay.
not talking about that.
And we have Jason Garrett, who still was trying to run the team from the 90s, okay, with no innovation whatsoever. Let's run Zeke Elliott up the middle when everybody knows.
Right,
let's stack the box. Let's have Dez Bryant have 5 routes total, okay? That's the kind of
when the next time Belichick going back to the Super Bowl?
We won't know until
we don't
you know
know
what? We don't know. I tell you what. I bet you they will be in the playoffs this year. I bet you they will be in the playoffs this year.
Look at the division they in.
Oh, here we go.
Buffalo ain't gonna be no joke this year now.
Look what division they in. He win it every year.
Okay,
Buffalo is not gonna be no joke this year.
Yeah, but look at our division this year. Look at our division this year. Look at our division this year. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to ignore you guys in the chat and all that, but they got me fired up in here. They got me fired up in here.
They offense preaching. They offense stink.
Josh Allen, I like him as a quarterback.
It won't stink. I think they'll address it. It won't stink.
He sabotaged that team for Tom Brady, and he still took him to the Super Bowl. They ain't had nobody to throw the ball to.
Right.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%.
All right, so you mean to tell me you can put Jason Stidham behind there? He gonna win 13 games? Ain't no way.
Tom Brady. Oh, your offense. Hold on. Your offense didn't do jack in the NFL this year.
Can I say this though?
What's that?
It'll be scary. It'll be scary if they do. It'll be scary if they do.
Because they're going to have a hellacious defense.
I'm going to tell you one thing. They was blowing out a team. I forgot what team they was blowing out. Jason Stidham went in there and threw a pick 6. He took him right back out the game. Come on, man.
All right.
I didn't say.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
The man is
He
ready.
threw a pick 6 his first series.
I didn't say the man is ready. I said
how
it'll
many
be
quarterbacks
scary
do that they first
if he bring it together.
Oh, a lot of quarterbacks have that deer in the headlight look.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's nothing new.
Very few of them come out the box.
See ghosts.
Mark, email me and I'll get you the link for it. Okay.
I'm glad you said that. How long did it take Dak to throw an interception?
He won the MVP.
How long did it take Dak to throw an interception?
Oh yeah.
But you don't want to pay him though.
Right. Oh yeah. There you go. Spit that fire. Oh Lord.
Hey, that's all I know.
Tony Peacock. Shout out Tony.
First year Pat Mahomes was in the playoffs, he went to the AFC Championship.
After he sat on the bench for a year.
What the hell? Yeah, thank you. He did definitely sit on the bench.
He sat on the bench for a year.
Who got hurt?
Aaron Rodgers sat on the bench 3 years. He only got 1 Super Bowl.
Right. There you go.
But he got one, though.
I'm just, he got one. I'm not saying that he'll never win another one again.
No, not now. He's got somebody breathing down his neck.
And they still won 13 games.
Can we match faces with? Okay, that's okay. This right here is Tony. Tony. I'm sorry. This is Diggs. This is Tony. That's Tony right there.
What's up, Tony?
Okay. All right. So you got those two dominating. So that when you see the 19 jersey, that's Tony, and Diggs boy is the Dak hater.
I never was a Dak hater. Don't even put that on me. Don't even put that on me.
You said don't pay him.
You may not be a hater, but you're not on the bandwagon.
You're not a big fan. You're not a big fan. I can see that. I can see that. Because basically, you just said he's not. You already said that he's not elevating. Because no. Let me go back to. Go ahead.
First of all, y'all putting stuff on my name. Let me hold up. First of all,
put that shit on your name.
First of all, I love Dak Prescott as a person. I like his game. I just said he's not worth $38 million.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't care what you say.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't hate nobody. I don't even hate
He's gonna get 38. He's gonna get 35, but
it's the market. It's the market.
I hate a stranger.
It's just the
okay. Was Kirk Cousins worth getting $200 million?
$50 million. It's going to be the market. It's nothing we can do. It keeps going up.
Pay Mitchell Trubisky then. If it's the market, pay Mitchell Trubisky.
This time, listen.
So wait a minute. Are you saying Mitch Trubisky and Dak Prescott are even?
Time come when Josh Allen they're going to be in the 40s, my man. The 40s.
No, they're not.
Okay, you're right.
Okay, and hold on.
learn something.
Oh, hold on. I had to turn y'all down. Wait a minute. Understand, Kirk Cousins now has $200 million guaranteed. That he just picked up another $33 million. And you going to tell me that Kirk Cousins is elevating that team? That Kirk Cousins is worth another $66 million guaranteed? Come on, man.
Dak would be in this situation sitting at 36 when he could
Jacoby Brissett starting, and he don't make that much money.
Jacoby Brissett got $27 million last year. He's not a star. He don't have a damn job no more. He got 27. He's a backup. He ain't done what Dak Prescott has done. How can you cannot compare those two?
He started.
Not anymore. He is not anymore. He started one season, got $27 million. $27 million he got for last year. He's not a starter this year.
But I'm saying he was a starter and got 27. You said if it's the market, pay him 30. Why he's not making Russell?
Okay, that was okay. The market, the range in the market now is 30 to 40. That's the range now for top 15.
I bet you don't pay
because he's not a top 15 quarterback. How are you going to say Mitchell Trubisky? They ended up getting Nick Foles to replace his ass. He's not a starter. For a starting quarterback, for a franchise quarterback. Oh my God!
Well, this year he'll get paid.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay.
That's the Lions quarterback name.
If he does well this year, he will.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford was the high. Matthew Stafford got the highest paid income when he got his last contract. Okay, no. Let's go through here because you're saying Dak Prescott isn't worth. Hold up, no. Matthew Stafford was the highest paid quarterback when he got his contract, just like Kirk Cousins was, just like Jimmy Garoppolo was, just like Derek Carr were. All four of those guys were at the time the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. And guess what? You look at that.
Derek Carr not worth that money.
Right now, you look at his contract, it looks pretty good right now because it changes and evolves every year. Oh, man. You know what? I'm done. Boy, please. I'm done. Listen, let's move on. Let's just move on because you are unfortunately one of those guys that don't understand how this thing works. It's not necessarily about being the best quarterback, but I got to tell you what, when you look at Kirk Cousins just got another $33 million and got one playoff game under his belt. Okay, another $33 million a year. Okay,
they can pay Dak $50 million if they want. That's not my money if they want.
Who was the kid that played 8 games? First off,
Jimmy Garoppolo became the highest paid off of 8 games.
Was the highest paid quarterback and played 10 games.
That was the market. Oh
my God.
He ain't worth the money.
That was the market. It don't matter if he's worth it. It's the market.
Pay Mitchell Trubisky then.
That's the same
Mitchell
thing.
Trubisky.
It don't matter if you're good. If the market requires you to get paid and you're a starting quarterback, you're going to get paid.
Starting quarterback. Okay.
I'm not saying
there's no way around it.
There's a hold on. Can we say at least that there's a big difference at least between Kirk Cousins and Mitch Trubisky?
Oh man, the market.
Anywhere else that go, that ain't get $35 million. Nowhere else.
Oh yes, he is. Yeah, he is.
Hey, Diggs, I'm gonna throw your name out there, Diggs.
Yeah, he is.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Let's talk about something else because can't do this.
Ryan Tannehill, Diggs.
They got hook, line, and sinker on dry land. Dak is perfect for Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God!
Diggs.
You know what?
He ain't worth it. Tannehill ain't worth that money.
It ain't about worth.
It's what the market is, man.
It's what the market is.
Hold up. If it ain't about worth, and you got a 1993 bomb that's getting you back and forth to work consistently without breaking down, is you gonna pay what you pay for him?
Whoa! You saying that Dak Prescott is a 1993 bum?
No.
Now, that's what you're. See, here's the thing, because here's the problem with it. You keep pulling up. Well, Mitch Trubisky should be. Mitch Trubisky ain't in the same neighborhood as Dak Prescott. Okay.
You know what it's worth. What it's worth.
What it's worth when you are one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. You are a top 10 quarterback, and it's your time to get paid. You're going to get paid, okay? You're sitting there saying Mr. Trubisky probably won't even be a starter this year because why do you think he's
He's better than Tannehill.
Can I say something?
Oh, well, he's better than Tannehill? Oh, I won't even go that far.
Cowboys trade was a winner.
Prescott is better than Tannehill. What you mean you won't go that far?
Oh, I thought you were saying that Trubisky was better than Tannehill. I thought you were saying, okay. Oh, I without a doubt, I say Dak Prescott is better than Tannehill.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
But see, you lost me. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, when you came through, well, you can't pay Dak Prescott because he's 8-8. And you look at the rest of the team, that defense, you gonna honestly tell me that defense, if you took New England's defense and put it with the Dallas Cowboys, they're in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Okay? You honestly, they're in the Super Bowl. And as much as you want to talk, listen, as much as you want to talk about Tom Brady is great, Tom Brady.
Baltimore had the best defense in the league. They didn't even make it past the second round.
They didn't, true. But I'm going to tell you this. You look at Tom Brady in that playoff game, I think he had 201 yards, 1 TD. That was it.
Nobody to throw to.
Oh, here we go. He didn't
have nobody to throw to.
And in 2017, when we didn't have anybody to throw to, what do people say? He has to elevate the people around him. And how about this? If that, hold on, no, let's compare apples to oranges. Okay, I mean apples. I'm sorry. Let's compare apples to apples. Amari Cooper with Derek Carr, and you look at what he did, and not even having a training camp with Dak Prescott. What he was able to do with Amari Cooper, night and day. Let's take Randall Cobb, who most people said his career's over with. He's done. Who had the bad man throwing to him. Randall Cobb had the best numbers per reception that he's had since 2014. So if you're talking about elevating people around him.
He was injured with Cobb, and Cobb had Adams too.
Okay, but I'm talking about, he was injured some of those times. Not every year. Since 2014. He had the highest yards per completion in his career since 2014. Yeah. Okay,
exactly.
And that takes into consideration the games that he was injured.
Dak's a slot passer though. Dak those his favorite target.
So now we're gonna say, that's back to the whole thing of we shouldn't pay him because he's got another job that pays him well.
Like I said, give him $50 million.
I'm not saying $50 million a year.
I'm just saying, if that's give them what they want to give them, but what is taking them so long? They should have been extended him.
Well, you know what's taking them so long? One is they want to make sure there's going to be a season. Two, Jerry Jones wants to have the big splash for this thing too.
That's what they're going back.
The fact that I've heard that Dak Prescott has been working out.
If they had so much faith in Dak, they would have paid him 2 years ago, and it only would have cost.
If they had so much faith, they would have paid Zeke Elliott before training camp too, wouldn't they have? They had so much faith.
They wasn't supposed to pay that, Zeke. They wasn't supposed to pay
if they had so much faith, then they would have paid D-Law before he ended up holding out on there. If they had faith in Emmitt Smith, they would have paid him before he held out.
They know they needed Zeke. That's why.
This is the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones way of taking up the whole blogosphere. You know what? The Dallas Cowboys, the fact that our Cowboys haven't done shit in 25 years, yet are the most valuable franchise is because we're a damn circus.
Right. What running backs Mahomes had? Did he have a 1,000-yard back when he won a chip? No.
Oh, my God. But look at
Mahomes was his own running back.
Oh. I'm just saying, so when you're saying the number one receiver, Dak could have used his legs to get his receivers open.
Okay, all right, okay, all right.
Let's keep it real.
Okay, right, we're going to keep it real. We're going to mute your mic. How about that one? We'll keep it real.
With somebody else.
Okay, all right, you know what? See, I'm going to tell you right now, Diggs, you my boy and all that, but you barking at the wrong tree up in here because.
But I'm saying, it ain't that serious.
Go to the next pick, Mark.
Hey, Diggs, are you a Cowboys fan, bro?
I'm a diehard Cowboys.
I'm beginning to wonder, man. I wonder if he's an Eagles and Cowboys clothing.
Hold up. I was born in '74. I've been a Cowboys fan since I was 6 years old.
That's nice.
Oh, okay. So don't get it twisted. Just because you can have a team, but don't mean you accept what they doing. What are you talking about?
Well, don't accept the coaching staff.
I don't understand why you're not bringing up the coaching staff.
The coaching staff, the special teams. Have your running back go like this. Let me have a blow.
Yeah, I can see you going after Zeke. Zeke, why you need a break? Like, get on this guy. You're going after the guy who outperformed this contract, took in the 4th round. I'm asking for a break personally for me. Can you get off his back and get on Zeke's?
Look, all right, I'm gonna get off his back.
No. Can you do that for me? Can you? No. I'm asking you, please. Can you do that for me?
Get on Jalen Smith.
Thank you. Thank anybody, man.
I got a question.
My man.
I got a question for y'all. Why is this quarterback the only quarterback that got to play out his contract before he gets paid?
Because it's the Dallas fucking Cowboys.
You said you've been around since 1974. So you telling me you don't know just how Jerry Jones do business, and you've been a Cowboy fan since 1974? Now you're starting to sound like a Cowboy fan.
I'm serious.
We notice how Jones do business. We notice how he do business. The deal will get done before it's now 15. Calm down. Let's talk about something else, my man. Please.
Okay.
My man, it's a draft day, man. Quarterback.
I was born in 74. I didn't say
Diggs, man, you listen to a lot of Whitlock, don't you?
ESPN, Shannon Sharp, crap, man.
Okay, all right, okay,
don't you, man?
okay.
I hate
Whitlock. Woosah. Where are we in the draft?
Like Whitlock on the stream, bro.
I don't like Whitlock at all.
Real talk.
How is that I keep muting your mic and it still keeps coming back unmuted? How is that keep
happening? You know how to
happening?
hit it. You know how to turn it off.
Damn.
Is
like Whitlock, man.
Don't mute him.
That serious?
Let him talk.
We talking football. Y'all getting mad.
Listen, man. Listen, you done hijacked my stream now, okay? Damn.
You throwing too much shade at
I'm serious. You're throwing way too much shade at my quarterback, my guy, my teammate, okay? And I'm not having it here today. I'm not having it today, man.
Hold up. Listen, that man played.
That's my quarterback, man.
It's all good. Y'all get personal over football. It's all good.
I'm just trying to defend my quarterback.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. For one, them guys don't care about me, so I can care less. For real.
I bleed blue, bro.
That's not how I look at it, because I think they do care about their fans. But
I didn't say they care about their fans.
Oh,
but if
Lord.
they see you walking down the street, they ain't gonna care about you. That's what I'm saying. So they just care.
I can say that Dak. I can say Dak. No, I tell you what. I've had Sean Lee come up to me and say, "Hey, where's Jobu?" I get my boy Calais Campbell at the NFLPA say, "Where's Jobu?" Mark Holmes, how you doing?
You're a YouTuber. That's different.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. You know what, You know how much Dak Prescott does in the community? Do you have any idea?
But let's not stop there.
I'm just saying they don't care. I'm not saying that he don't do that.
Okay, all right, Dix. Okay, time out. Okay, let's move on.
It ain't that serious. I don't want him to touch me. I'm fine. I'm a grown man.
All right. We getting too heated up in here. Okay, let's everybody take a deep breath and calm the F out. Okay, all right. Because we done lost control of this. Right now, we are drafting players. We are actually doing a really good thing. Whether you believe in our quarterback or don't believe in our quarterback, that's on you, okay? But we're not going to hijack my stream no more. We done with this. We moving the F on. And if that's not good enough, if we are not ready to move on, I will drop you out of the chat, okay? Are we cool? Can we move on? Yeah. All right? Well, go ahead. If you're a fan or not a fan, just keep it yourself on that one, okay? All right, we're cool. All right? Because it's getting to be kind of crazy here. My blood pressure's getting up, and I'm not trying to have a heart attack. I'm not trying to have a heart attack here, because right now we got the Listen, how about a joke right now? How about a joke? We got the Eagles on the clock right now.
We got the Eagles on the clock.
We got the Eagles. Yeah. Let's change.
We traded them.
People get too personal with somebody that can care less.
Okay, we dropped this, man. We dropped it. We all family up in here, okay? All right? So here we go. How about this one right here? Here we go. This is going to make it good. Not one, not two, but three interceptions. They traded another one? Oh my God! Oh, we gotta trash this. Wow! Now I understand why we haven't seen Philly 500. Oh man! Wow! So when did they trade? When did they get to Miami? Wow! Wow, that is crazy. That is insane. Wow. That is almost, they traded two of the they still have the 68 pick. They have the 168 pick. So they're still not that far away. So they must have just traded back some.
They got.
So Curtis Weaver was picked up from Miami.
Outside linebacker, Boise State.
Yeah, outside linebackers who the Dolphins picked up. Wow. All right.
Still a lot of talent still around here.
Yeah.
Small schools. What's this? The small school talent, I guess.
Yeah. But the reality is you just don't know. You know, sometimes you're better off having guys that aren't the guy. You know, a lot of times you have guys that have been in a great system. You know, they've got great people around them and stuff, and they look like they're great because they've got great people around them. But then when they get to the NFL and they think that they don't have to work quite as hard, what you find out is everybody's real good around me, and all of a sudden they kind of, wilt under the competition. Whereas a lot of times you get guys who have never been the guy, who've always had to put in that extra work and stuff, that become that tactician and end up becoming really good players because they've always had to work it.
Yeah.
Dallas Bonita, you said Dak is a top 10, then why should we pay the top? Okay, so Dallas Bonita, you're saying if I'm saying Dak Prescott is a top 10, then why should he be paid as a top dollar? Because that's the way it goes in the NFL. Because the salary cap is constantly moving. If the dollars were the same every year, if let's say the salary cap was always $100 million, then you would look at it as a hierarchy of, okay, this is the most amount of money that gets paid. Take a look at it as percentage-wise. Because every year the percentage goes up as far as the amount of money. So when Troy Aikman was the highest paid quarterback and the salary cap was $32 million, okay, you looked at that and he took up X percentage of that cap. You can't look and say, well, Troy Aikman made $5 million a year. You can't pay Dak Prescott more than that. It's not the same because every year it goes up. Right now it's at $200 million. When Kirk Cousins got his deal originally, it was at $180 million. So now that the number has gone up, and it's going to probably go up about $30 million next year, percentage-wise, it will continue to go up. And that's why the number constantly gets bigger. Do you understand that? I mean, that's what you have to understand. This is where people don't seem to understand. Because when Matthew Stafford got his money, it was still that same kind of percentage because that's what quarterbacks were getting paid at that time. And it continued to rise. Jimmy Garoppolo got it because the salary kept going up. Kirk Cousins. So you're looking at it from, well, damn, Kirk Cousins, $28 million was the highest paid just 3 years ago, right? Now you look at the floor being 35 of Russell Wilson, but it's still the same proportions. So when Russell Wilson got his last year, that cap went up by $10 million. So I don't know. I don't know if I explained that correctly. People understand
or not.
Hey guys,
this is what happened.
What happened?
Philly traded Miami that pick, and they got the 173 pick.
Okay, so did they exchange?
Yeah, Miami had the 173 and Philly, but they also have that 168 pick.
Right, they still have 168 coming up. So they're only 2 spots away from drafting in
a couple of minutes.
179.
And what they got is 7 for it. A trade ain't free. What they had to pay for it.
Okay, so let me ask. Okay, let me get y'all's opinion. When you look at the Eagles team from where they were last year, okay, now they keep saying that we had a bunch of practice squad players that we beat them with and stuff. Do you look at the Eagles as being better now this offseason? The only thing I can say is that and I don't follow the Eagles that closely, is they got Slay on the defensive backfield. I don't know that their team got the weapons that Carson Wentz needs.
Their defense got better. Their offense is just about the same.
I mean, I can't, I can't look at them and say, I mean, they're still hoping for Deshaun Jackson, but Deshaun Jackson's getting up there, and he's got a lot of miles and stuff.
Right.
And coming back.
I'm saying they didn't improve. Their offense didn't improve.
Right, and so you got Carson Wentz.
The only thing that we're not thinking about is their hurt guys are healthy now.
Is Cox still there?
Yeah.
Fletcher Cox is, but
they defense got better because they got that defense.
But now Jason Peters was allowed to walk though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Right, he's a free agent. So, you're looking at that offense. I don't know that they got any better. And I mean, I'm not saying that they were awful, but I can't say that they were an outstanding team.
he didn't have anybody to throw to, apparently.
Right. He was just throwing to the backs and the tight ends.
Well, the tight end. But see, that's the thing that to me people don't seem to understand though is now tight ends are key. Very rarely do you see like the best wide receiver in the Super Bowl anymore. Right. What you always see now is great tight ends every year.
Running back and tight ends, yeah.
Right. Because tight ends have become the new running back. I mean, you think about Kelsick with Kansas City. You think about Gronk, the difference he made with New England. You think about the Eagles, Zach Ertz. All three of those guys have been Super Bowl tight ends. You don't see your Antonio Browns winning Super Bowls, or even Julio Joneses. It's that tight end that is key. So when people say, oh, he had nobody to throw to, he had two really good tight ends and a good running back to throw to out
That's
there.
old. They went the old school way. That's old school back again. Yeah. Because when Denver won, Shannon Sharp was, Shannon Sharp was their tight end.
Right. So to me, that's kind of a misnomer that's there. So, I'm just saying, you don't look at the Eagles. Their defense may have gotten better. I'm still not sold on Slade being the shutdown corner that they think he's going to be. But I can't say that they've elevated the team a whole lot. Now, you're right that getting some of those guys back that were injured, but are some of those guys injury prone?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because we've seen a lot of Eagles, including their quarterback, who seem to have constant injuries.
Constant, every year.
Okay, so
every year, yeah.
You can look at the Cowboys and say our defense underperformed last year.
I got you.
You can look at our special teams and say our special teams underperformed. You can look at our kicker and say we had the worst kicker in the NFL.
Word.
I respond, Mark.
Still, we got four back.
I responded, Mark. I'm sorry, I missed that. I don't remember what the question was. It's been kind of busy in here, so.
It's over by that time.
So hypothetically, if we look at our offense, okay, now we lost Travis Frederick, although we drafted possibly one of the better centers in the draft, and we've got Looney and we've got McGovern in there, which to me I like.
Oh, we got one of the best centers in the draft.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ruiz.
He was rated number 1.
He was rated number 1.
Ruiz was.
They said him.
Over Michigan? Sure?
Okay. Well, okay. Let's say top 2. Well, how about that? So you've got competition.
I'll take it.
Okay, but here's the thing: Looney can play guard or center. McGovern can play guard or center. And you could look at you could honestly look at Connor Williams and say maybe he becomes a swing tackle because he really wants to play tackle. So you've got options on the offensive line. We've got some people who can step in, so we're okay there. Wide receiver wise, we got some great wide receivers. Running backs between Pollard and Zeke. To me, that offense got better. Defense, to me, got heavier, and I think the defense got better. So you look at our team, to me, I think we got better in this draft and what we've done in free agency.
I want to see more play action.
Oh, my God. If we did play action, you've got so many different weapons that you can go to. It should be picky. But so many times we get this tunnel vision where it's just we just got to run Zeke Elliott. We got to run Zeke.
One more thing, Mark.
What's that?
That I want to agree with you on is in-game adjustments.
We don't do them. We suck.
It's so important, man.
Mike McCarthy will do it, though.
Yeah.
I know he
in-game adjustments.
If you're Mike McCarthy, you got to be drooling right now because even with his best years with the Packers, he never had this many damn weapons.
I know.
Exactly.
Did you see before we made that CeeDee Lamb pick? He was just smiling.
Oh my God, he was like, "I got this."
Eagles are on the clock, y'all.
Okay, Eagles are back on. Will they stay there? Is the question.
Bills are on the clock.
No, the Eagles are on the clock now.
Oh, what's wrong with my TV?
Your TV's behind because right now.
No, it says Bills pick is in. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You if you're a coach, you got to say, okay, I got Zeke Elliott. Okay, I've got 3 great receivers. Now, if we can just teach them to hold on to the ball, okay. I got a change of pace running back in Tony Pollard. We'll see what we got in Blake Jarwin. I got a really good offensive line. The only thing that can stop this offense is themselves. All right, so we still know that the Eagles definitely need O-line help. Losing Peters. They need wide receivers. They need edge rushers. All right, so let's see what we got up in here. Anthony, I appreciate that. Anthony, give Dak a chance with a real coach. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Some of y'all are behind.
That's all I want. Give Dak 2 years.
Hold it. Tony Diaz, see, none of that matters if Dak can't hit nobody. Come on, man. Get out of here with the trash.
Give Dak 2 years with a brand new system. That's all.
Frank, you're an Eagle fan. We need a GM VP with personnel who knows how to draft stars. That ain't Howie Roseman. Damn.
Let's keep it at 100.
Dak excuses are flowing. Okay, Philly. All right, Philly. We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna see. Okay. Make way for the Indian. I hope you're right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's while we're waiting for Philly.
Yo, I still can't believe.
What? Look I'm telling you.
Did the screen freeze? Is it still light? Look. Oh my God!
Wow, that has to be the stupidest thing I've ever.
Oh my God!
Are you gonna take a quarterback back in the second?
Oh my God!
Are you kidding me? Why did you just trade Carson then? Are you kidding me? You just took a quarterback in the second round. This team is so good that they don't need to take.
Second round, 168.
I got 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't watching. I'm downstairs. That's why I was there.
Pick is in. It just came
Round 5.
Selection.
Tell me.
They got a wide receiver, John Hightower, Boise State.
Boise State. Yeah, that's where Crawford and Lawrence is from, right?
Yeah.
They making their picks during commercials. Damn.
I know, right? All right, so we got Minnesota on the clock.
They watching us.
I bet you our pick won't be during the commercial break.
All right, so they got another pick at 173 for the Eagles, and we still have a yeah. Well, they traded back to get some more picks.
It's too late now. Shit.
And they only got one wide receiver out the whole draft, right?
No, they got two. They got two.
Who else they get?
They got
I believe the 3rd, 4th, and 5th is where the money at.
Well, that's where New England has made a living out of. New England usually messes up in the early picks, but it's those late round packs.
They know how to coach the players up, bro.
That's right, and they find guys that fit their system.
It was the top 3. Our money was the top 3.
Well,
our money's the top 3.
Yeah, we got our value in the top 3.
We get ours in the top 3.
Yeah,
and we don't know how to coach people up. Garrett,
he can barely get over 4K.
But no, we got a
diamond. Who are you talking about?
In the 6th, though, Xavier Woods is a diamond in the rough.
And that was just because he was a monster himself.
Yeah,
it wasn't that he was coached up.
Yeah, they got Rhaegar.
Safety position. I want to see some more interceptions from that position.
Bro, if we get 5 interceptions,
Clifton, outside linebacker, edge rusher would be great.
Lead the rounds right here.
I think Al Harris going to coach him to take the ball away.
Yeah, I believe he's.
I hope so.
Yeah. They're going to be aggressive. You got to understand that this defense is going to be changing their. Okay, see, look at Mike Nolan, what he did with like the Mario Davis there in New Orleans. Okay, we're talking about guys that have worked with the Ravens. The defense will be playing, the linebackers will be playing downhill and will be flying to the ball. You're going to have that beef up front, and they are going to be coming with pressure and stuff. The cornerbacks are going to be more physical against the receivers and things. We have been so passive where we've got 7-8 yard cushions and stuff for guys. We're going to be going after receivers.
Yeah. Bump them.
Yeah.
Bump them. You got 5 yards to bump.
Yeah.
Bump them off these spots.
All right, Vikings pick is in.
I wish more players do that too.
But that's why I like Diggs. Diggs is a ball hawk. So
if you get beat, that's what the safety's for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat him up in them 5 yards.
But beat him up in that 5 yards.
Beat him up. Yep, beat him up.
Derek, I hope you're right that Dak is going to be lighting up the field this year. That is, we can get him out working out and everything else with everybody else, and we get an off season to get these guys together.
Yeah, because if he hold out, that's going to hurt us with a new
Well,
coach.
you know who you have to blame on that? Talk to Jerry.
I know.
Talk to Jerry Jones.
He didn't even take the playbook, bro.
Dang, for real?
He sent it back. He sent the playbook back.
Wow.
They sent him the little laptop. He sent it right back.
Right.
Who did that?
Dak. As he should.
Yeah. So give him his money, then, you know.
Hey, whatever his contract is, get it done.
Joe Staley retires.
Did he?
Dad.
Who?
Joe
He's a
Staley.
offensive tackle for 49ers, right?
Yep.
So we're 10 picks away, right?
Something like that, yeah.
That's a fine time to retire. He should have retired a week ago.
Exactly.
They might have changed their draft board. You know what I mean?
But that's the same thing Witten did to us on draft day.
Yeah, that's true.
And we couldn't get Dallas. We could have got Dallas. We could have got Dallas Goedert though.
Right.
Well, the Eagles took him just before us.
No, but I'm saying they already knew Witten was
been doing that
retired.
for years.
Yeah.
Mark, we're picking 179, right?
No, I think we're 183, isn't it?
179.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, 179. 179, okay.
The last 3 years, the Eagles would take who we needed right before us.
And
That's why we got him this year with CD Lamb.
Hell yeah, we got him this year.
We got him this year.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
That's because we let them in the playoffs on purpose.
Let me ask y'all a question.
What's the question?
Yes, sir.
Let's let them in the playoffs on purpose.
On the clock right now.
Real quick.
What's the question?
You think we played? Okay, remember we whooped up on Rams last year, right?
Yeah.
Did good. Then turn around and did what we did against Philadelphia. Do you think that was like us just laying down?
I think it was.
It might have been.
I
wouldn't put it past.
Here to me,
right? That's the players getting together. And
I really think they did because at first it was like Jason Garrett, we got to do a deep run, and you thought, well, now's the time to fire Jason Garrett. All of a sudden we get that Ram game, Jerry Jones started, I believe in Jason Garrett.
But I don't understand. We could have got a better pick if we would have beat. Why we ain't lose to Washington too? Got another.
We knew that. Well, that's pride. You don't want to lose to the Redskins. You
don't want to lose to the Deadskins.
You don't want. I'm sorry.
We could have threw the game and still beat Washington.
But see, I'm telling you though that the Eagles.
Wait, that wouldn't have made sense, Mark. Hold up, because we still mathematically, if the Eagles would have lost that game, remember?
Yeah.
The Eagles would have lost that game, even though they beat us.
Yeah, we still would have got in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why we played like that.
Right, that's true, but still, they did us a favor.
Garrett, I'm not going to tank a game with my job on the line.
Me neither.
But see, you got to look at that as the moment that this.
Was their jobs really on the line? I mean,
no, he lost the locker room though.
Yeah.
Jason Garrett's job was on the line.
I was going to say that. At the time, he lost the locker room.
What?
Okay. Been on the line.
I think he lost the locker room. I think he lost the locker room a long time.
Yeah, I think so too.
I agree.
Well, to me, that is the moment that began the power shift for us. That was the moment that you've got to look at this right now and say, no, you got to look at this and say that getting Mike McCarthy has more influence over the team than Jason Garrett ever had. Because you can see that he has, because before everything was always nepotism. It was always we got to get former coaches and elevate them, and we got to get guys that used to be players and have them as coaches because that was family. You can look at this now and say Mike McCarthy has the keys to this thing, and everybody that he hired was like, I'm getting rid of everybody. It was just Kellen Moore. It was Leon Lett and our tight end coach. Those are the only guys that were brought back from the Dallas Cowboys from before. And you, oh no, I'm happy about that because although some of these coaches didn't have that much success, like Feeman, when he was head coach of Miami, he's got a different perspective of going against New England and things. You have Mike Nolan, who was head coach of the 49ers and then, linebackers coach and also with the Ravens. So he's got different ideas and things and stuff. You got the guy from special team coach from
Noah was in San
from
Francisco
the Rams.
too.
Right. So what I'm
Noah
saying
was in
is
San Fran
now
too.
you've got more of a world view of doing things differently, and everybody's got a different idea instead of run Zeke up the middle on first down. This is the Cowboys way. You've got.
Now they don't know what's coming.
Well,
exactly.
And not only that, they're not head coaches no more. They're coordinators.
Right.
And that's the best thing.
Yep.
Ex head coaches make the best position coaches.
Exactly. Like you can take Norv Turner. Norv Turner was not ever good as a head coach, but he's always been a great offensive coordinator.
Yep.
But most of the people have
David Sanders. In other news, the NFL draft is going on.
when they get their second job. So this second job for them is crazy.
Yeah, it's their last chance. Yeah.
A lot of them, man. It's a lot
I'll
of
tell you what, we have one hell of a coaching staff.
That's what. Yeah.
Yep.
And now you've got some players to go with them.
Oh yeah. The only say so I think he didn't have when Jerry Jones said he keep him more. But McCarthy like calling his own plays. So
yeah.
That was a Jerry Jones call.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh.
Hey Mark, you're back when you go. And, okay, well I tell you, somebody requested this. Let me go ahead and get this. Sit your ass down, man. Sit your ass down. Charles was a beast. Oh, I never finished that story about Charles. See, Charles. Okay, so after he got up and said, "I'm not going to say the guy's name. I'm going to F you up." And Charles, on the next play in practice, he came through. He blitzed in there. He hit the running back. The running back hit the ground and was carried off on a stretcher. Got a bone broken in his neck, and they said, if you ever get hit in the neck again, you will be paralyzed. And dude became a male cheerleader. Charles hit a guy so hard.
I heard that story a few times.
So hard, he made a guy a cheerleader.
I heard that a few times.
And that was in practice, man. But I'm serious though. Charles.
What did the guy do? What did he make him mad?
He blocked him. He knocked Charles Haley down in practice. Charles got up and jacked him up.
Damn.
See, Charles that's the kind of dog we need in our huddle. Like,
I'm going to tell you,
Lawrence could be like that in the huddle.
I took a crowbar to his kneecaps, bro.
Nah,
you ain't gonna put me out the game forever from practice, man.
Well, you know what? Like I said, Charles, listen, but he was intense. And see, the thing about it was at JMU at that time, we weren't doing a whole lot of winning. We'd win like 3 or 4 games a year. When he went to San Francisco and they started winning, he owned that shit. And see, Charles is about this. If you ain't about playing and giving everything, I'm going to mess you up. So it's like you're going to be more afraid of me than being out there. He cannot stand a coward. And so when they lost that game, when Steve Young lost that game in the playoffs, Charles went off. And I know Charles was like, man, you messing up my winning, my money and everything else, and went after him. And that's why they got rid of him.
We need like 2 guys. We need 2 of them guys in the locker room, Mark.
I'm telling you, man.
We need 2 of those, bro. We had 2 of those, one on defense, one on offense.
Oh, man. Because, see, yeah, and that's where you don't see those guys in our locker room that are about, you have D-Law always talking about, we the hot boys and we're going to steal it, but you're not that kind of guy that's getting in the guy's face and making play.
You ain't no tough guys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this year you're going to see a lot of passion in our play with everything that's going on with
Because you got to hold them accountable, too.
Right.
You got to hold them accountable.
That's right.
But it comes from the coaches first.
Really play hard this year and play with a lot of passion, man.
It comes from the coaching staff first, bro. You got to hold the players accountable, man.
Amen.
You know what I mean? They messed up. They getting their ass.
Yeah, just like parenting.
Just like parenting.
Just like parenting. Yeah.
Coach me, bro. How many players want to be coached? How many kids want to be parented? You know what I mean? Kids need direction.
I agree.
Players need direction,
And that's the thing.
Direction and accountability.
And that's where you get this thing where the Cowboys show up on the road, you know, they're coming through looking fly, they're talking about their businesses and things like that. And, you know, they don't show up on the field. It's just like, well, we're the Cowboys. We're here, so we're just going to win. You got to get out there. You got to get out there and show up, man. You got to get out there and take care of business. You got to understand.
Everybody playing us like it's their fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right? The Jets look like they were Super Bowl contenders against us, bro.
Yep.
Coming off their bye week, they was ready.
Yep.
They was ready for us.
You know what I mean? We got my man. We got Bridgewater contract.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got him a contract single-handedly, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you preaching to the choir here, brother. I'm with you.
Man. I'm tired of coming to the game.
Look, I love that. Man. Eagles picks are coming during commercials again.
Because of coaching.
You're already behind.
Already behind, yeah.
But see,
burn me up, man.
Okay, so Diz, you've been a fan since the 70s, or is that since 1980? But any old people like me.
I personally have been a fan since 1972, Mark.
Okay, all right. So, I see Mama's feet right there. Oh, look at that. Okay.
The Eagles traded again?
Yeah, they traded.
Wow.
Philly acquired wideout Marquise Goodwin in a trade with the 49ers.
49ers. Oh,
okay.
They got a receiver. They got another receiver.
Okay. Things are looking up for him.
He's a slot receiver, right?
Yeah.
I'll take that. Philly wouldn't be too mad at that.
Number 2.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, Philly won't be too mad at that.
No, that helps them. That definitely helps them. Okay, so here's what I want you to understand. When you think about Jason Garrett, I'm going to ask you guys. I want you to name one thing that you can say is Jason Garrett's signature besides clapping.
First of all, Mark, I don't.
Slapping people on the ass when they commit a penalty. When they come to the sideline, he congratulate them.
I got it.
But honestly, on the field, though.
Things the right way. He plays the game the right way.
Who? The Jason Garrett.
That's what Garrett always said. He plays the game
the
right
but see,
way.
Mark,
okay.
I got another one for you, Mark.
What's
we
that?
got to look at the game tape, Mark.
Yeah, okay. But okay, now think about Tom. Think about Tom Landry.
Every press conference written on his script.
Every press conference,
every press conference, man,
the right way.
Okay, now think about Tom Landry, the innovations that came through, the flex defense, the shotgun, using a computer to help, to pile statistics. Okay, those were innovations. The shift in the offensive line, right?
Nothing.
Those were things that were changes. When you look at, say, the Baltimore Ravens team, you look at how they changed with their offense. They came through and using Lamar Jackson. Did anybody see Lamar Jackson being the quarterback that he was this year?
Oh, wait. They did trade.
Okay. Think about the Wildcat when that came out for Miami, how that changed. Okay. It didn't last for long, but it was an innovation. Think about the K-gun. You have coaches that come up with something new. And even you can go with Mike Shanahan when he had the pistol offense with RG3. It ends up being something that defensive coordinators don't expect. Oh, shit, what do we do on it? And they react. The Dallas Cowboys with Jason Garrett, there was never any innovations or anything. You always knew what they were going to do. And that lies the problem.
Run.
Yeah, they traded to Chicago.
Yeah, and the pick is in for the Bears.
Up on the right, wide receiver, pastor guy.
All right, we're getting closer again for us, and so that's the problem.
He will run first and second down, throw the ball third.
Right, and you always, I mean, you basically had about a 75% chance of being right on guessing what Garrett was going to do, and that's the problem with the Cowboys' offense and stuff under Jason Garrett. There was never any innovations. There were never any surprises. I mean, hell, the fact that Philly came up with the Philly special.
How many people got paid off of us, bro?
Oh my God! Everybody got paid off
Odell
of.
Beckham Jr. got paid off of us, bro.
Off of one play in a loss.
Was it a Monday night game, Sunday night game?
It was Sunday. I was at that game. I was up in New York at that game.
That one play, bro. How many people have made millions off of us?
Oh shit! Mitch Trubisky kept a job because of us this year. Oh my God! But yeah.
He gonna lose that job.
I mean, remember us losing to the Packers where we were up 26-3 to Matt Flynn? Matt Flynn. You up 26-3. Pete Carroll has lost like 2 games where they've been up in the second half in his career. I mean,
Mark, don't bring up them old wounds. That hurts.
Well, I'm trying to make people understand.
Check this out.
I'm trying to make people understand the thing that our quarterback has been having to fight against. Okay?
Listen, here's one better for you. You remember when Tony Romo was about to win the game for us? And
which time?
Why would you send your quarterback out there on there to hold the
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Seattle.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's all about glory because they wanted him to be the MVP of that game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was the MVP of the game
for the Seahawks.
We lost it.
Yeah, for the Seahawks.
Eagles taking. We have some Eagle sightings now. The Cowboys. Look, I love this. Roman says Cowboys are scared now. Come on, man.
Wait, what?
Roman, somebody in the chat up here. The Cowboys are scared now. Scared of what?
Who's his team?
He's an Eagle fan, man.
Yeah, I'm scared of his. I'm scared of his second quarterback.
What are you scared of? What we gonna do to that?
Scared of what?
I'm scared of his second quarterback.
I'm scared of what we gonna do to that.
That was the worst pick in the draft.
I honestly can see us going 13-3.
No, I went with the good receiver. I'll give him that.
Who said 13-3?
Tony.
Okay.
13-3, baby.
Whoa, 13-3.
That's
I
true on a
said
lot.
14-2.
That's true on a lot. That's
Look
true
who
on
we
a lot.
played this year. Look at our schedule.
Yeah, we got a soft
Well, you know the Rams aren't going to be. Hopefully, we'll probably be opening up against the Rams. The Rams are not going to be that good. The Rams are definitely a shell of themselves.
No, we'd probably be opening up against the Giants, bro.
I see. Jerry Jones wants to have us over there in that brand new stadium with the Rams in the season opener.
Stadium.
Might be.
That's what Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones wants to play the Raiders
they open
in
up new stadiums
preseason.
Week 1 and week 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they do it.
Yeah,
Late night games. You see Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
Okay.
I'd be shocked if we do a lot worse than 13-3.
Right.
I'm saying 13. I'm sticking with that too.
I'm not going to go quite that high.
11 games, bro.
No,
hey, I'm staying with 10-6, and we win the division. It's gonna be that tough.
Yeah.
Go better than that. I'll be ecstatic.
I wouldn't be right.
All right, we got Green Bay on the clock, and then we got Minnesota, Kansas City, Denver, and then the Cowboys.
11 games will be. I'll be
Matty B, bro, we got CeCe Lamb. Period. Oh Lordy, Roman, we got speedy wide receivers now. Oh, dude. Come on, man. Okay, way to keep that energy, Eagle fan. Way to keep that energy.
Packers have chosen
Camille Martin.
Martin, inside linebacker, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow.
Marvin.
Okay.
I don't know him. I ain't never heard of him.
Boy, he got a baby face on him.
My man been sitting on that couch for days, bro.
Yeah.
There he is.
Is she crying the tears of
on
joy?
camera 10 days ago.
Is she crying tears of joy or what?
Minnesota.
I'd have like, turn the camera off, man. I'm in the 5th round.
Look at his mama.
Oh, boy. All right, we got the Vikings on the clock now.
You can't do that.
Yep. I think that was a trade, wasn't it?
How about 11Q? Okay. You'll take 13-4? How you getting 13-4? You trying to say we're going to lose a playoff game? Is that what you're trying to say? The 17-game schedule doesn't start till the following year.
Man, I'm taking an undefeated record.
They all athletes.
Mark, what do you think the next pick is? I have no idea.
Defensive end.
Dude, I'm calling it 17-0. We only have 16 games.
17-0?
Okay.
All right.
We got 16 games next year.
I'm calling a defensive end.
Right.
I like that.
I got nothing against Eagle fans, man. I just hate your team, man.
And if we don't go defensive end, Jerry knows something. Those guys off of suspension coming back.
Oh, I think they're coming back.
Oh yeah, they're coming back.
See, the whole weed thing was, I think, was Jerry Jones's idea. You know,
Jerry the one did the paperwork for him to get back.
Yeah.
The reinstatement paperwork.
Yeah, and I think we're going to hear. Well, they said after the draft. Now, typically, it's 60 days is the window that they have to make the decision on that, or at least that was before we had the coronavirus and stuff. But they said probably right after the draft. The NFL's had a lot of stuff going on with trying to figure this thing out. I'm going to ask you guys' opinion. I've been to draft in New York. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Philadelphia, and I've been to Dallas. I've been to 4 drafts.
LA next, baby.
And no, it's Cleveland.
Vegas. I'm sorry.
Cleveland.
Vegas.
Cleveland next year.
It's Cleveland and Los
Cleveland, then Vegas.
Cold.
It's not that cool, but it's not so much the cold. It's Cleveland. Okay, it's Cleveland.
Yeah, right.
Okay, the cold ain't the problem. It's Cleveland. Okay,
playing something else.
Kansas City's on the clock, and then we got Denver, and then us. What y'all have y'all? Oh, I want to know. Have people actually enjoyed the draft like this?
I think we made the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
Exactly.
I mean, like I said, now I love meeting people and stuff, and I hate to say it, but the draft in Philadelphia was really a lot of fun. That was fun. The way they had the whole city, and they had taken the museum and turned that into a stage. It was cool. The Eagle fans, of course, they always see you wearing a Cowboys jersey, and they say, F you, nothing personal. They say nothing personal, but that's what we're known for is cussing, Cowboys out. So,
okay, but I'm gonna tell you this, Mark.
But I'll be honest.
I personally don't go.
Yeah,
I personally don't go to the drafts.
For me, this was a lot of fun.
This right here made it one of the best drafts I ever did. This right here.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Because for me, it was great to be able to wake up in my bed, come down here. I feel like I've got my friends and stuff that are right here. It would be nice if we could have had, if E2 Blue and everybody else could have been over and stuff.
The only thing I'm missing is like 2 or 3 of my boys over here.
But for me, this was great to be able to sit here and trash Philly 500. It was like Philly 500 was here. That's what it really felt like he was here.
Before this,
I was outside somewhere, man.
Before you did this, I would watch the draft by myself, and the only team I would watch is the Cowboys draft. I didn't care about nobody else.
Interesting.
You've been watching Lifetime somewhere.
This one right here.
Yep, you already know it.
Wives with knives.
Yeah. So for me, and this is, I've said this probably a couple times, and I know I repeat myself too often, but for me, this is kind of like something I've been building for a while. I've had this, I didn't know I had this dream, but after I started doing this stuff, it was 2015, I used to do the Benet Emery show where he was like, man, why don't you come on and talk about the Cowboys for like 7 minutes a show? And I do that once a week. And this whole thing has just been kind of building up.
So that's how you started? That's how you started out?
Well, actually it started out, because I had Jobu and I had my wife's job and stuff with United Way. I was meeting great players and things like that. So I was trying to share the experiences. But
the Chiefs are on the clock.
And then we're next, or Denver's next after that. But I was trying to share the experiences that I had with everybody else on Facebook. But then I started hearing, this is when ESPN started going more to reality show and not really telling the truth, because it was always constantly, Tony Romo's a choker. And I would look at the numbers and say, you might really want to look at Dallas Cowboys defense, because if you looked at D-Ware's numbers, D-Ware would always get like most of his sacks early part of the season, but by the end of the season, he would kind of wear down. Kayla, that's right. Benet Emery, Tyler, Texas. I used to be on the Benet Emery show. In fact, somebody shared on Instagram the opening clip from that. I was like, damn, that brings back some flashes from the past. So for me, being able to do this, it's just been kind of building up every year. I've built another locker and things. And now to be able to do this was kind of cool. This was really,
Denver's
really cool.
on the clock.
All right, Denver's on the clock. We getting close.
Pickens in.
All right.
Hey, man, not for nothing, bro.
Uh-huh.
If there was a Dallas Cowboys channel, station, network, you should be on it, man. At least an hour a day.
Yep.
2 hours.
Well, I was gonna say they do have that, but
Mark, go one more time than that.
Oh man. But with the whole coronavirus, this is going to change the way things are done. You know, you're going to see more people that are working from home. People are finding other things to do. And see, the thing that's eye-opening to me is now that people are having to do this from home. What you're finding out is a lot of people it's all the bells and whistles and stuff that's around them that makes their show good. A lot of these people, when you get them one-on-one at home, it's kind of like, damn.
They're not the same.
It's not the same at all.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
And
like I never liked Whitlock. I don't like him now.
Neither.
Well, I was going to say, who actually likes Whitlock?
Okay, Cowboys are on the clock, guys.
Okay.
All right, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. Here we go.
Pick is in.
Denver, the pick is in.
What we getting, y'all? What we taking?
I'm thinking the defensive end.
Yeah, or outside linebacker.
I got defensive tackle.
Another tackle?
Yeah, McTelvin Agnew.
Linebacker.
I would go safety, y'all. I'm going safety.
Linebacker or safety?
Yeah.
I would definitely go
Special Boys fan, 1963. I agree with you 100% that Dak has had 51 drops. Just think about if half of those drops hadn't been drops. Half. That'd been another 250 yards right there. Or think about those Randall Cobb touchdown passes that were called back for tripping. You know, that kind of stuff. You know, of course, but that's Dak's fault. That's Dak's fault. He couldn't take it. You know, Dak couldn't elevate us over the officials. Okay, he sucks.
Man, I hate people that hate Cowboys because it's either a hate or love relationship. It's not in between.
It really is.
Yeah.
I agree.
And they be hating, and they be a different team. I'm like, you don't hate the Cowboys. Why?
Bro, you ever seen a different player from another team know more stats about Cowboys than you?
Yeah. Right. They talk about how much they hate the Cowboys. But
I hate
think
the
about
Cowboys,
it,
but they had 17,000 yards in the last 15 years. You like, yo, bro, how you know more than I do?
Because that's all they talk about, man.
That's how you know the hate is real.
You a fan.
All right,
They're
Cowboys are on the
closet
clock.
fans.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Let's.
I like the way they got Jason Garrett as a key departure.
Oh my God! Yeah, key positive, positive, not a loss. Okay, that's the key right there.
Yeah. Now I will say,
Appreciate that, Abe. Thank you.
I watched Dak throw to.
We got an edge rusher.
It was a lot of.
Wait. Hold it. Need special teams pick. Hold on. I see we're on the clock. Somebody said we got an edge rusher. I don't see it yet. I'm seeing us on. I'm looking over here on the computer. Yeah.
My drink.
Safety up there worth getting.
Danny, one of my favorite Eagle fans. Thank you for that super chat.
Think we need a third running back or no?
The Eagles screwed up last night. This team needs an impactful player, and they took a backup quarter. What the hell?
San Diego State cornerback. No.
Let Cooper Rush start running the ball. Let him do something.
Who?
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Here we go.
Come on,
start running the ball. He got to do something.
You know this.
What about quarterback?
What?
No.
QB.
We never had more than two quarterbacks, really, right?
Not really.
Nope.
No.
Even times we've had more than two quarterbacks, you could argue and say we didn't have two quarterbacks.
Wait, what's this?
Okay, the pick is in. I'm still looking. I'm looking. I got an eye here and eye here.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
The pick is in.
We know it's in, but what is it?
Here we go. Selection.
The pick is in.
Bradley
and defensive end. Bradley Ain. Third team AP All-American Utah. Okay.
Okay, what y'all know about him?
Yeah, anybody?
Nothing.
Anybody? All right.
Well, they say he was the Pac-12 best defensive lineman.
Mars Trophy winner, yeah.
Okay.
Bradley
Small school, bro.
All right, we got it.
He got 30 sacks, Utah record.
He led all 3 years.
Okay.
Curtis says it's an awesome pick.
A dog in the 5th round.
I like that.
All right.
The sportsman said Brady Ain is good.
Yeah, I like
good
that.
pick. All right, so.
Oh, shots! God dang it!
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Because you know what? Look, Michael's like, it's 4 o'clock. It's time for. Okay, there we go. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, I tell you what. First things first. Hold on.
Drunk out of turn.
Hold on. Let me take care of some business and pay some bills here. All right. everybody who's become a channel member, and there's a lot of you out there that I have not seen your picture. I need your picture sent to me, email cowboysmark94. And if I've messed up and haven't gotten you your shot glass, send me a reminder and say, hey, bro, I'm a channel member, okay? I'm a channel, not a subscriber, a channel member. I need my shot glass. And if you're a tailgate member, make sure you write on there, I'm a tailgate member. Send me my rack and my full pack, okay? Of shot glasses, not a beer or anything, because I want to get those on this thing right now. As before we take this shot, you gotta look at what we've done in the draft so far. We've covered all the bases except for safety, haven't we? We've covered all the bases except for safety. We got one pick left. Look at that crack. Damn, that's a big crack. I'm talking about the crack on the shot glass.
That's soda, bro.
That's lit. Our shot.
Hey, PC, that's soda, bro. I know what soda look like.
That's Natter Days, man.
I was gonna say it looked bubbly. I was gonna say, are you drinking champagne? Okay.
That's Natter Days.
I'm happy. I'm happy with what we've done on the draft. Let me hear from the crowd here. What do y'all think about the draft so far?
A minus.
A minus. Okay.
A minus.
Hey.
I'll take it A minus.
Hey.
I'll say A.
If we get that punter,
I give it an A.
You still
if we
saying
get Braden Mann, that punter in the last pick.
I say an A. I'll give him an A. Okay. All right. So let's take this shot up in here, and we I don't even have the set up here. Hold on. Daggone.
A minus, because I don't know who that safety is, man.
All right, so I like what we've done. I appreciate all you guys that have been up here watching and everything else. We're going to keep on going on for a few more minutes, and I'm going to do some work in this shot. All right, everybody, you got your shot glass ready? Yeah, I'm still live streaming the shot. Bro, I'm just playing the clip on here so everybody can see all of you great fans and stuff. All right, I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna do one more for y'all.
Yeah, Tony, you got to do another one, bro.
No, I'm good. I got to go work in the shop, man. I got racks I got to get finished, man.
I gotta go work on these dives.
Yours or hers?
Go ahead, Tony.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, man.
Sorry, brother.
What I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing this, again, man. We're gonna be doing these conference calls. Yeah. Is my man? Is he still here? Or did we chase him out of here? Did we leave a bit off there?
I think we left.
It's on, Mark.
Yeah. That's what's really what Michael got. See, he should be a producer. He's trying to tell Mike he needs to work more. But he's like, I should do one of these shows like this a week, like a conference call.
I don't see that being a problem, but 100 people is too much.
All right. Well, we ain't got anywhere close to 100. All right. So everybody, I like what we've done in the draft. I think we've definitely taken care of some problems. There's no draft that's going to be perfect, but I think the Cowboys have done a good job at addressing all of the weaknesses that they've had on the team. So I'm ecstatic, and I'm tired, man. These 3 days has been like a whirlwind. I'm trying to think how many hours have we did. 5 hours yesterday, 4 hours the day before. I think about another 4 hours today. Good Lord.
Running that 4 hours today.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. We don't have a pick until the 7th round now, right? We don't have a 6th round, right?
No.
Yeah. So I'm going to go out and do some work. I think what I'll do is if I'm still in the shop when we get close, I'll probably just live stream from the workshop, that last pick and stuff.
And Mark.
Yeah.
This is my 10th year starting.
Is it?
At the
Starting.
stadium.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I hope we get back.
Just finished one night.
Okay, so Aggie Pride. Yeah, I appreciate you ordering that. And I'll try and make sure. I messed up because I was supposed to autograph another one, but make sure you write on there and send me an email. Make sure you sign the thing. In fact, I just need to start signing them all. But
hey, Mark, I got a question.
Yes, sir. Sal.
Hey, do me a favor, man, because I want you to make me a T-shirt with your draft logo on it.
I should be able to. If I need to get, is Jet in here? Jet, I'm gonna send you that because it's real easy. If I can get him to take a negative background, I can load it up on Teespring. Now it's gonna probably take some time for them to get it to you, but. And I've got shorts on. I'm not butt naked down here before anybody asked, okay? I got shorts. Look, okay? They're shorts, okay? Because I see people are like, wait a minute, he got his leg up here. He ain't got no pants on. I got pants on.
Hey,
but they are 100% cotton. The thing is when you go to Teesprings, it'll end up having, there's different shirts, different styles and things on there, but I get the premium shirts, which are cotton. So they cost a few dollars more, but if you end up using the code, anybody who goes to my Teespring store, if you use the code Stay Home, you get 20% off. Okay. On everything, right?
Okay.
Okay. No, well, not just channels. I mean, that's everybody. Everybody gets 20% off right now because I'm encouraging everybody to keep their ass at home. Keep it at home. Keep it at home.
Please have him do that, man, because I want that shirt. That's a sweet ass logo.
Okay, well, what I'll do is I will send it to Jet and say, Jet, can you do that negative background for me? He's been doing a bunch of stuff for E2 Blue and stuff, so hopefully he got time for me. Please, Jet, have some time for me. But everybody...
How E2 doing? I like him.
He's doing good. He's going through a few things right now, but he's okay.
Yeah, I know.
I actually saw him, I want to say, on Tuesday last week. He came by to pick up some shot glass racks, so we're good to go. But everybody, I want to thank everybody who's come in and been part of the stream. I will be in the workshop when we do our 7th round pick and give you guys a shout out and stuff. I appreciate all the support. Make sure everybody keep your ass at home and go to NFL.com for the
when I can, I do.
There you go. And definitely donate if you can to United Way as well as all the other charities.
I'm a essential employee, so
hey, we need people like you.
There you go. All right, y'all.
I delivered for Domino's.
Hey, man, that is definitely essential.
We need people like you, sir.
All right, so keep spreading the mojo, and we're going to turn off the lights because this party's over.
Have a good one, fellas.
The party is over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.